quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack.
Oh. Whoa, wow. Whoa, wow. Way, oh, way, oh.
Quack, quack.
Break it down. Da, 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 da. Little gob. I got it, got it, got it. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. Got it, got it, drop. Two, one, down the top, but then it got it, and it got it, and it on top. You got it, and top, top, down. You got it, on top, stop, 32, one, down the cup, and it got it, and it got it, down. Oh, oh. September.
Quack. Quack.
Do you remember? Uh, 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 shit killing, shit killing, shit killing.
Quack.
Yeah.
Quack. Quack.
December, not in love, then September. You remember today.
quack.
Holy guacamole, chat. It's a megaverse. Ayo, everyone. How's your day going? Welcome, Sin. Welcome, SYNTROCITYHD. That's me. How you doing today? Ayo, chat. Oh my god, you're on time. I'm on time. Oh yeah, I was late yesterday, wasn't I? I was late for a good reason yesterday. How did that happen? I smashed a bottle across my delivery driver's head because he was late with my food. I'll put that glass bottle down before I end up smashing it on myself. Saying, guess you didn't get to school today. Did you have diarrhea? Chat, Libby had, we all know Libby. Libby's in the chat right now. Hi, Libby. Libby had the, true story. Not only yesterday. What do you mean, not only yesterday? Wednesday, I don't go live, though, remember? Naughty, naughty. Wait, is it because of Wednesday? I'm not gonna lie, I nearly didn't go live today because I forgot the day. I thought it was, I had diarrhea. Exactly. Very true story. Very true story indeed. Not that this person, Libby, was just trying to get out of school. You silly donut, chat. Say it with me now. You silly donut. Oh. How you all doing, chat? Welcome, Sin. But I was meant, Richie, I woke up today the entire day. I mean, like, for the first 6, 7, maybe even 8 hours, I thought that it was Saturday. So I was like, oh, I don't go live today. I was going to try and get the HeroCraft Alpha extended because I thought it was, I was like, oh, I'm not going to get to play it that much. I've played it once and I don't stream on the weekends. I love school so much I wasn't lying at all. That's not true at all. Also, Wolfie, welcome, Sin. Tyson, welcome, Sin. Libby, I guess, hello. I hope you're having a good day. And Richie, hope you're having a good day today. And chat, if you're lurking in the chat as well, hello, howsy doozy. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Hope you're hydrating. And chat, look, we got a new thing. What up, brother? Great team, great players. Look, we got this thing. We can now see what song is playing properly. I made improvements to the stream. Ooh. And it's now amazing. So now we get to vibe. Although, you know what I didn't do today, chat? I only missed 3 lessons yesterday and then 6 today. So I've only missed 9 lessons. That is too many lessons. You've got what? Do you guys still have 5 lessons a day? Or do you have 6 now? Because if it's 6, I mean, rest in pepperoni. But chat, first of all, Live a Little by Chaz Cardigan. A great guy. The Level Up theme song. Incredible. Incredible. 6 lessons a day? No thanks. I was okay with 5. Although I did used to go into school at... Start at 9, finish 4. Well, Libby, it makes you feel any better. I used to go into school at 6:45 a.m. and I'd leave at 7:30 p.m. I was in school for nearly 12 hours every single day. Because I was a nerd. You finished at 5, didn't you? Well, no, the school did. But I was in early and I finished late because I was doing extracurriculum stuff. We had sometimes 9 lessons. What were they, like 45 minutes? You little weirdo. Well, what can I say except you're welcome? Hi, what can I say? I used to go... so you don't know Steve, one of the old maths teachers. Steve, I used to go get him a coffee and put it on his desk. 45 minutes each. See... I know schools too well. But I used to go and put coffees on the teachers' desks before they got in because I was friends with them all. And like, that's not even me saying that I was not popular. I was very popular. What teachers do you remember? I don't really think I should dox a lot of them. However, Fiona, one of my favorite teachers. But don't forget, Libby, they're not called teachers. So chat, I used to go to a school where the teachers didn't like being called like sir or miss. You'd have to call them by their first name. And not only would they like you to call them by their first name, they also didn't want to be called teachers. They would prefer you to call them mentors or coaches. And to be fair, they were very much mentors to all of us. They wanted you to learn how to... They wanted you to try prepare for the future, which, you know what, I like to think I did. I prepared very well for the future, but I did a lot of it on my own. But it was because of the school that I went to. I also know James. You know Tall James. I'm not gonna say his last name. Oi, Sin. What up, bruv? Hey, Wolfie, how you doing? Oh, bruv. What's up, Wolfie? Welcome, Sin. But yeah, Libby, don't say the last names, okay? But yeah, Tall James, love James, amazing. Michael though, Bald Michael. He was does he teach geography? No, he used to teach PBL, project-based learning. Now he teaches something different, I guess. He used to do he's a studio teacher. Very tall, very tall. He teaches computer programming. But he used to teach PBL as well. A lot of it's changed, Libby. I've been gone from there for like I think I've been gone for 8 years. I think that's how long it's been since I've left. It is. Oh my god, it's been 8 years since It's been 8 years since I left high school, chat. I need to quit. Can I move my fan any closer? Bear with. I'm just trying to move my I'm gonna make sure that my fan's right next to me today, chat. It is a hot day and I'm wearing a hoodie for no reason. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Look at me. Look at me. 2, 3, 4. 1, 6, 7. Oh, that's way better. Can somebody redeem... saying you're cute. I thank you, Wolf. Thank you. Can somebody redeem 10? I'll do it before somebody else does it. Boom. It's mine. Thank you. There's one problem, chat, with me having coffee on stream. I drink coffee all the time on stream, right? Now, there's one big problem. If I drink coffee on stream, I never take the cup away and it sits there on my desk for about 4 days because I always just forget to take, because I'll just get another coffee, 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 until I'm like, okay, I need to move these now because it's becoming an issue. But so now I feel like now I'm at the point where I've got enough coffees on my desk where I'm like, please just Sin, save the world. Stop it with the coffees. Then don't get coffee. Why would you ever suggest such a blasphemous thing? Bonk my screen right now with your mouse. Click on. Why would you say something like that? That's just so mean. No coffee? I have this. If that's better. Yeah, I got that delivered beforehand, and I haven't ate my dinner either, chat. So it's like, what's even the point of life? You know. I should take the delivery sticker off it first. Look, I've got a pizza because we all love pizza. Does it look nice? It looks hella nice as well, chat. It looks... It looks so nice. Is that cola? Yeah, that'd be cola. It'd be that E-cola kind of vibe. You know? Is Jay live still? He's not. Show the pizza now. Chat, do you want to see the pizza? Ready? See? It looks really nice. It smells so nice too. Nah, never mind. That's mine now. Oh, it is as well. Oh, Wolfie, I'm so sorry. This is so nice. So, chat, I'm curious to know how many people have your early. Huh? No one had really. But the pizza, though. Have virtual bite. It's yours, Diego. Have a virtual bite. I'm not going to put this pizza towards the camera because knowing me, I'll accidentally hit the camera. Guaranteed. So, chat, today, right? You're very welcome. Today is HeroCraft day 2, right? It's day number 2. We had a good vibe yesterday. It was a good time. We did a thing, right? We did a little thing yesterday and let you in. Do exclamation mark HeroCraft if you don't have the mod pack. Do exclamation mark HeroCraft. If you don't have the IP, do exclamation mark IP. There's 2 of them. Watch this. Oh, there's the IP as well. It's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. But then HeroCraft is the corresponding one as well. So, no, not mod pack. HeroCraft. Watch. You do this. See? There you go. There you go into my Discord server. You get it. Well, you don't even need to do that. It's there. Just click the link and download it. Java 1.18.2. Boom. And as long as you guys follow the rules, then we're all good. I feel so out of touch today, chat. I'm like... It's a weird one. I feel so out of touch with what to do today. Because I feel like it's the wrong day. I was talking to Zine earlier before I went out because I had to disappear because I had to go do work, obviously for like stream, and because of this. Which, amazing, by the way. Amazing thing. Let me wait. Okay, I think that's okay. That's a better control. I've got it set. That's a better volume now. I can control it better now. Oh, so sorry. Oh, don't be sorry, Wolfie. It's fine. So, like I said, I was like, how can you think it's Sunday? And I thought it was Saturday. No. I thought it was Saturday all day. I'm sorry. Even I'm getting my words mixed up then. If I said Sunday, I meant Saturday. But in my head, I was like, help. You know? I was just convinced all day it was Saturday. And I was like, okay, I don't go live today, so I'll take it slow. Did you install Spicify? What's Spicify? This? No, this is a different add-on widget that I use. But because I thought it was Saturday all day, chat, I just didn't focus on stream. I just focused on fixing stream, making it look better. Hence why you see like that. I did some cleaning up on my computer. My computer runs fast as frick, boy, because of it. Like, I'm eating my dinner late because I thought that I wasn't going to go live today. And here we are. How's that nice? You can't hear because of the music, but I heard a dum-dum. What'd you do? Was it my browser? No. Bonk. I'm hit. Oh, the distraction factor of this. The bonk on screen. Oh, my lord. So, Richie, by the way, so I feel like you've probably been on the HeroCraft server for a bit then. How are you finding it? Are you liking what's going on? Is there anything that's like you feel like needs changing in it? Give me your thoughts. As somebody that is like 100% player base for it, you are my favorite person right now. And chat, I'm very quickly going to... You doing the tick... Boom, boom, boom. What was that for? Hello, Cookie. How you doing? Welcome in. How's your day going today? Have you been hydrating? Hydrate. Do it. How's your day going? Welcome in. At this moment, I don't really know what money does. It buys things. That's the best thing I can say. But that is obviously like there's going to be a lot more things that money can buy. Right now, I think it is just about upgrading tools and saving up. But how much money can things... that is the problem. What is going on my phone? What are you doing to me? My phone is lighting up like a Christmas tree during 9 of the... Never mind. Oh, how much is it? Chat, are you hearing that? Do you guys hear the bum bum? Do you hear it constantly as well? Or is it just through my little ear holes? How much is it for the house though? Hear me out. Exactly. We haven't got prices for houses yet. That's why, don't get me wrong, don't forget, it's an alpha. This is the most bare bones the server is ever going to be. Okay? It's just, you know, is this on sale? Exactly, because we haven't got a buying a house system. I think if Zine, are you here? I say it louder like I'm trying to shout him. Zine! So I don't know how much... Oh, I don't know how much is much. Okay, yeah, there we go. Zine, are we bringing in houses to purchase through 0.75? Is that what it is? I think it's through your TikTok, or is it just because it's Twitch side, we're not hearing something? I'm not using TikTok. Oh, no. I'm not live on TikTok today. It's okay. It's just on... There it is again. Dum-dum. Why you make me so upsetty?
This comes across my desk.
Let's do bum. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the G thing. I'm gonna need to check this on before it gets annoying. Oh wow, ba ba da da ba ba bo sa da ba ba bo bo. Oh sa da 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 do 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 dum boom boom dum da ba da 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 ba da ba da ba da ba ba. Does that just prove that I'm not listening to the same song as you? Hi, Ava. Okay. Hey, Drago. Right, I'm fixing this. Not this weekend, but looking forward to it in a... but look forward to it one of the testing periods. Okay, cool. Right, bear with, chat. I'm fixing that dumb thing. I need to skip the song. I'll get too distracted from it. Oh, it's KSR, chat. And we love KSR. Dude. I wanna wake up every morning feeling better, cause I know you're sitting by my side. You get that it's you and I. Sunlight. Feels right. Rest of my life. I know you're all my lives. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. On the side. I know all of mine. You make me feel like to feel alive. I wanna do this for the rest of my life. The sun rays and them good days. Fly me away, you're my holiday. In the ocean, lost in motion. Fly me away, you're my holiday. Whenever you feel it's a good time, strawberry shirts in the sunshine. Ice cold drinks when the moonlight, you're my holiday. Whenever you hear it's a good time, strawberry shirts in the sunshine, ice cold drink from the moonlight, you're my holiday. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think it's gone. Are we good? Nice. Okay, chat. I think, by the way, if something happens, it's not too far away from each other. Oh, some of the job centers, basically. Okay. Fair. I'm back. Had to ban that bot in other places I moderate for. I mean, you can just share information. That's what you can... There's a literal shared information section. But it's okay. There's like 100,000 different versions of them every minute that come through. You know? Welcome back, Drago. Some things are not explained enough. Like, where can I get... For example, the stuff to craft dough, water, and where to buy for some bundles are. But that's the... So, the point behind that, though, Richie, is everything's got to be learned in game. Right? I only mod for 3 people, so it's not that bad. Okay, that's fair. So, the point of, like, everything not being explained is you can't use the knowledge from outside of the world into there. So, it's like, well, go there and then walk around and then try find them. Or, like, venture around the city, try find the guy who buys... And you go, oh, I found the guy that bundles ores. Okay, cool. And then you're like, but where do I get the ores from? Then you go to the mines. You're like, hey, do you know where I can get ores from? The mines. Okay, can you show me where the mines are? They take you to mine. Then you sign in. Boom. Or you find the guy that buys wheat and stuff off you, and you're like, okay, cool. Hey, where do I find the farm? Oh, you're looking for the farm? I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. It's not, but it makes more sense that you can ask the guy you sign in. Well, there's no explanation behind design. It's meant to be part of the RP. Yeah, exactly. It's like if you wake up one day and go, you know what? I want to be the very best that no one ever was. I want to be a baker. And you're like, okay, that's okay. I think also talking and getting to know each other in-game can share tips on how to do things, which is good. Exactly. It's like, it's a collaboration. It's getting to know your other character friends. I can tell you all now. Weird fact. I don't know who the any of you guys are in game, right? And I'm keeping that way. I'm making sure that I don't know who you are in Twitch at all. There's so many people who, the second that you talk to me, I'm like, I don't know who you are. They're like, oh, hi, my name is Horatio. I'm like, nice to meet you, Horatio. My name is Henrik Lefroy. It's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. And then I walk away. And in my head, I'm like, who the freak is that, dude? I don't know who that is. But I like that because now I only know the character, right? You guys will all know Henrik, of course, because it's me. You can see my face. I can't see your faces. I can't see your name tag above your head either. I just know the name that you introduce yourself with, which to me I think is a lot better. It's... Does that make sense? Bigger vibes. I think it's a big clicky, and I'm all for it. Jeez. Oh my... Jeez. Hey, Cookie, are you looking at the other channel, by the way, and just going, holy guacamole? Let's laugh. Chat, you know what? Let's let's laugh at somebody.
Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Oh
wow, that's...
my god. No.
Okay, actually, never mind.
W. What did I just witness?
What the
hell?
Wait, no, I just realized it was Alt versus Zanaf. They're rivals.
Hey, that's actually kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually sick. Okay, fair. That's a big ass forehead. Shh, chat, you didn't see anything. Damn! I mean, we were going in into laughing, but then, Jesus Christ, that was like... That's some good artwork right there. Damn. Okay, now we're back. Welcome back, chat. I'm eating pizza. I'm eating pizza. I'm sorry, Wolfie. It's a good pizza. What can I say? And I haven't even got a glass. I've left my glass. So I'm so underprepared for today's stream because of how much we put into yesterday that I'm just pooped, you know? I'm very underprepared. And you know what? Shadows has got a very good point, right? Gothic would be such a good game to play again, right? What am I kicking? Why are you here? Fam. Oh, my freaking... Go there. There's a bag there now. Ignore it, chat. It's what I got my pizza in. So, it gives a good question. What do you want to do today? We do a little bit... I heard it again. You know what we could do? We haven't done it in a while. We could do marbles. Oh no, that bag is annoying you. There you go. Now it's in my trash can. I hope that's okay, Wolfie. Don't do that. That's... No.
Emotional damage.
Okay. Marbles chat, right? We haven't done it in a while. We could do marbles. What are we thinking? Oh, there you go. No! No! I just, okay, good. I just. I closed down my OBS. Wow. Let's do some, you know, it's such an impromptu. Let's do marbles. Where are you? And I am so sorry. Marbles, marbles. Where is marbles? Look at marbles. There it is. Install. We'll install it there. Why not? Install in seconds. Let's go with marbles. It'll be cool to play. We haven't played marbles in a long time, okay? And when we play marbles, I don't know what you'll get with it. Maybe the winner of marbles will get a house in HeroCraft. Wait. Hold the phone. Where did that come from? Listen to the Right. You guys should all listen to the intro here. When the beat's about to drop, it's going to get serious. I want to see all your hands in the air, like you just don't care. Are you ready? Are you steady?
It's time to deal.
Okay, enough of the full text kids. No. And to top. Marbles is actually nearly downloaded. Already.
Double kill.
Let's go. Are we just here to rhythm and vibe? Is that all I am good for, chat? Am I just here for your faces to look at and go? Is that all I'm good for? Is it done? No? You're just saying that. I do, however... I'm just gonna... I've left my glass. That's so... Such an inconvenience I have to do this. You know the arrangement he's in? You dance. We laugh. Ha ha ha. Is that it, Zine? Is that what it is? Okay. Was that good enough? I shouldn't do that. No, I've just drank soda. Oh, that was a bad option. I just... Ba-da-doo. That was... it was just such a wrong thing to do. Oh, I've got spicy belly. And the thing is, I can't burp either, so I'm extra screwed. Right, let's go on to marbles, chat. Why not? We haven't done this in a long time. Marbles on stream. Let's chill with the vibes of Minecraft. I also don't know what the command is to join in. Thank you, Wolfie. Take you down. I don't wanna love you. You don't love me. Where's the game gone? Oh my god, it's launching. Oh, it's launching on my... There it is. Now it's on. If you don't love me back, baby. Boom, 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 boom. Love me back, baby. Do you guys remember the old stream format? We do Gartic, marbles. Sorry, we do marbles, Gartic, Minecraft, right? Correction. Marbles. Gothic. Hey, yo, Spider-Man. How you doing, bro? Hey, yo, welcome back. Jay, welcome. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying yourself. How have you been, dude? I'm back. How are you? I am doing amazing, thank you. We are just loading up. Okay, I can't complain with that music, though. Here we go. Did you know? Rocking it down from the top to the window. Yeah. Here we go. Did you know? Because it's me. Because it's a bit of some stuff to me. Super dark, the window, to door, super bot to ball, super web stop to ball, super doll. We did Marbles Gothic Phone, and then we did Among Us Organized Look. Exactly. And then we'd switch it up and then do a little bit of Minecraft every now and again. Right, let's turn. Right. Turn it on. Yes, all sounds. Apply colorblind mode. I am colorblind. We haven't did this in a long time. You know what, Zine? You know what's a funny thing that we could do? We could just one day do. Wait, let's go to community. Amazing Adventurous Battle. It's exclamation mark play as well. So what we could do, by the way, Zine, we could literally, because don't forget, I wanted to do a giveaway of houses, right? But I wanted to do 3 houses. One that's a buyable, one that's a winnable, and one that's an earnable. We could, at the very end, do a random raffle. Marbles? You can say yes or no. That's completely fine. But just out of curiosity. Right, let's say Illumin's 24%. No. Illumin... No. Let's get rid of these ones, right? Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be fine, right? Viewer Max Ray says yes. Also, I don't know anything else of here. We've not done this in a long time. Chat, I think you've got to do exclamation mark play in the chat to get into the games, okay? I think that's what it is. Right, shall we check on? There we go. The countdown is... Okay, you guys should be able to join in now. Exclamation mark play will get you in. And don't forget, chat, you can all do exclamation mark boost. That'll make you boost all the way to the flying skies. What is this? Right, so far we got Richie, we got Wolfie, we got Z. Oh, wait, do I have to do it as... Wait. Okay, I need to do it as well. I haven't done it yet. There we go. Boom. That should be me. And there I am. I'm inside the game now. Chat, you're all losers if you're not part of this today. And we've got ourselves a lovely little cookie. Look at that. So, chat, don't forget. So, what the goal is when you do this. Right. Okay, good song. Right, so exclamation mark, right? Let's do a countdown. Can we do that? Countdown start. You've now got... Okay, look. Now you've got 69 seconds. I just joined. What's going on? Sicarius, we're playing marbles, right? And then we're going to go on to HeroCraft. However, I want to know, don't forget chat, exclamation mark plays to get in. And don't forget, if you want to boost your bottom, you want to boost your ball, very simple, exclamation mark boost once the race starts. Get yourself to the end of it. Who knows what I'll give away? We might even give away a little bit of gold on the HeroCraft server. I'll give it out of my own bank, don't worry. Or you'll do that. Also, if you're on HeroCraft as well, Zine, like I said, I want to... What's your thoughts on... We might, and this is not something that dealers have agreed to, by the way, anyone else that wants to know about this. However, I want to do a raffle to give away something at the end of the beta, you know? Who knows? We could do literally anything. It's rather ravishing, actually. We might give away some flowers, or I might send some flowers to your actual front door. I wouldn't do that. Chat, you've got
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. go.
Okay, that was anticlimactic because now I need to follow along with it. I need to watch everyone. Chat, don't forget you do exclamation mark boost to get yourself a little bit of a cheeky boost. Oh my lord. Whoa, have I got to go down as well? Okay, who's in first place? We've got me. It's rigged. I'm winning. I'm going to... Okay, I'm actually winning this. I'm going to beat this. Who else is here? We got Unsensical second. We got Mochi coming in third place. Who else? Who's stuck? Oh, no. You went the other way. Got it. Right, so we've got everybody going down. Who's dropped first? We've got... Okay, Wolfie, this is not fair. I need to be in the first place. Okay, Unsensical. I don't like this, bro. Where am I? Where's... All the way down to the bottom, chat. Let's look at this. We've got Unsensical coming in first, second place. We've got Zine coming in second place. We've got Wolfie third place and Drago Killfist coming in fourth. Can I get a boost in the chat? Oh my god, Unsensical's going to beat everybody. Is this going to be a win? Is he going to do it for the boost? He's going to... Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. Is he going to win? Is he going to go? He got in, chat. Look at this. We got Unsensical first. We got Zine second, Crystal Wolf in third, and Drago in fourth. And on the fifth, sixth, and seventh place... I don't even want to talk about it, chat. Get your boost. What is going on here, then? Okay, this is anticlimactic. Where are they going? Unsensical still in first place. Zine, Crystal, Drago still going. We've got Richie and Cookie coming up pretty close now. Oh my gosh, it's Jason Bourne. Drago now in first place. What is going on? What an unexpected chain of events. Sin, please, don't do this to me, bro. Now you're in. Let's go. Right, everybody's so much further than... And Wolfie's fell off, and Zine and Richie have fell off on these little bombs. You guys are all ended. I'm so sorry, but look at this. We got Unsensical coming up on top. Oh, Drago's in front, though. I didn't even see this. You guys are just losing. Look at me. Chat, keep an eye on me. There I am. It looks like we might be losing, though.
Emotional damage.
We've got ourselves Drago coming in first. Second place, we'll be going to Unsensical with third place. Wait, is it actually... Okay. Never mind. I think there's only... It's only you three. First place goes to Drago. Coming in second place, unless Cookie can get down faster. Cookie, quick. Cookie, click. No, okay. It's first place. Second place goes to Unsensical. Third place, it looks like it's going to go to... Looks like it's Moki. Moki, let's go. Look at this. Come on, then. Get there. And there we go. Drago... You know what we need to do? It's the old... we need the old stream list, right? This is the same one. However... Is it this one? No. We need to look for... It's we. We need to look for the word we. Now this is one to bring us back, chat. I just can't believe that you guys beat us. Finale result. Look at this. Okay. I'm all set. I was doing so well. You were doing so well until the very end. We kind of all got a little bit ruined, though. Let's go on to... Here we go. This one might be a little bit better for observation. Keep my face out of everything that's going on. Okay, so Drago, Unsensical, and Cookie. Come on. You guys are just beating us. Look at this. Chat, next race. Shall we... How do I do next race? There we go. Don't forget, chat, the next race. Here we go. Exclamation mark play. Get yourself into the races. Let me see those exclamation mark plays. Arvagnala, welcome, Sin. How are you doing today, bro? If this isn't a throwback to the olden days, chat, if you were here 2 years ago, this is what we used to do all the time. And now we've just got it this time. Cookie, you were doing so well until the very end. What even happened? Exclamation mark play, chat. Don't forget, we're going to do a... Can I join? Look, there I am. And I can also start. You've got 69 seconds on the board to get yourself in, chat. 69 seconds in general. And that's all you've got. You've got 55 seconds left, chat. Exclamation mark play will get you in. Let's do it for some points today. But, Zine, let me see. What did you say before about saying that you didn't want to do giveaways or anything? Let me see. Not this bit. Not that bit. Not that bit. Where is it? There's no world we don't give away a bunch of crap before launch. Oh, yeah, 100%. Like, what if we just give away all the mythic items? That's all I could... What if we just give away all the mythic stuff? Okay? Chat exclamation mark play gets you in. Let's see what we can get until the very end. So far, we've got Drago in first place, Unsenticle in second, and Cookie in third place. Who's going to take all away the mantles? I think you should give them all away. None of that. Nah, come on, bro. We can do it. Look at this. Come on, chat.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, first place goes to... This is not true. First place is Zine right now, and it's still Zine. And second place comes Richie and Unsenticle and myself. Who's going in? Do not forget, chat, exclamation mark. Boost. Boost your bottoms. Let's do it. Boost your bottom, chat. It looks like Zine's boost is working perfectly fine. Is your boost working? Let me see, chat. First place, second place is coming to win on Unsenticle. He is stuck, though. And with that, we've got a coming up close in a yummy third place. It looks like Crystal's coming close, but Drago is still in the third place. I just trolled Shadow so hard. I bet you did. God welcome Sin. Third place and fourth place goes to Crystal. Fifth place goes myself and Zine. I thought Zine had won already, but he has not. Let's see how close he is to the winning. There is still a very big part before we get to the end, chat. We got Zine first, second. Oh, Zine is still in first place. Second place goes to Unsenticle once again, meaning that so far they're going to be overall first. Third place goes to TKRS the Wolfie. Fourth place goes to Drago the Killfist. And fifth place goes to me. Oh my god. Wait, has Unsenticle died? Unsenticle, you've died, bro. Oh, bro, you were so close. You were 2 games back to back. Better be last. Nuh-uh. Arva, look at this. See, I'm spamming on the 7 key. You can't be... You're 4th right now, Arva. No, I'm 4th right now. Where's Zine? Excuse me, Zine. Wait, Zine, I think you're actually stuck, bro. What a rest in peace, a rip in the chat for Zine, chat. Look at that. Oh, that is unfortunate. We got Wolfie still coming down. Look at that. Imagine getting stuck. Look at this. We better check your DMs. Thank you. Not right now, bro. As you can see, we are busy. Look at... Oh, Zine, I'm so sorry, bro. Crystal, Wolfie coming in. Drago also dead. Drago died. Just look at that. That means right now it's Crystal's game. It's also mine and Richie. Oh? Where it is? Okay, I think Wolfie's won this one. Wolfie! All it takes is 50 to fall right now. No, I think Wolfie's going to win this one. This one goes to Wolfie. Now we got second place is going to go to Richie. Third place is going to myself if I don't get stunked. Zine has fallen. And Arvignala, look at you, my dude. You're still there, but you're pulling in. You're pulling your weight, though. You might be last, though. Are you doing your boost properly? I'll just have to eat this steak as a constellation prize. Well, you know what? I've got pizza. You ready? Oh, yeah. There we go. We've now got Richie, who's actually... I died, chat. It looks like Wolfie has won this one, though. That's the thing that's unfortunate about here, chat. Arvignala... Wait. Arvignala, you DNF'd. Arthur, you DNF'd right at the very end. You just about ran out of time. Oh, that's unfortunate, bro. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm also not. Right, we've got Richie in second. Let's see what the point system is. That's your luck. Oh, I've got faith in you, though, Arthur. Don't worry. Listen, chat, if you get upset with what I'm doing right now and you think I shouldn't be winning, I am going to win. Veto, I win. Think of it this way. I don't care. Hit me with the bonk. You ready? Watch. Go here. Bonk me. Just like that. That's all you need to do. Just here for the fun of... Okay. Okay. Arthur, I got you, bro. Welcome, Sin Chat. This is Blindtrocity HD coming at you live from the bedroom. How are you doing? How's your life? How's your wife? I can't see for shit. Akosha, welcome in. Don't forget your exclamation mark play gets you into the race. We'll give away a house on stream to the winner of this race. Of the full Grand Prix, not this race specifically, but you get the point. You heard it here, chat. We're gonna give away a house. All of that jazz, chat. You got 30 seconds, and just think, Shadows and crew, they would have loved to be here right now. So if I win this one, no, if you win the full Grand Prix, not this race. Did you not listen to a word I said? Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne. Run. Right, chat, you've got 3 seconds. Let's go. Let's hit it off. You guys have got this. Let's see where you guys have got. It's me in first place. Coming down. Look at this, chat. It's me in first place. Exclamation mark boost will make your beanball go twice as fast. Did you not know? Statistically, it's proven. I can't see without my glasses, chat. Boost your bottoms. Let's do it. Who's in first place now? It's Sunset. I can't see without my glasses. Let's see. I'm gonna see a little bit better. Unsensical still in first. No. Looks like it's a kosher and Cookie coming in. Cookie is directly second, though. This is gonna be a close match by it looks. Look at this. These balls are practically touching. Cookie and Akosha, you need to just boost your bottoms. Continuously boost. Do more, all of that. Let's check out who's in third. That's all of who's important. We got Scott, it looks, but it's not really, though, chat. You know why? Because watch this. It's Red and Cookie still in first and second. We got Drago coming up for that joint third, first and second place. Look at that. That is insane. Zine and Richie, followed by Crystal and Unsensical after Avagnala and Scott. Where am I? And I'm first place as always, chat. Look at this. I'm first place. Boost yourselves, though. Where's the first place winners? Look at this. You're all stuck. Yo, we could spam boost because of VIP. No, the VIPs are coming for you, chat. Look at this. What a climactic turn of events. Where's the hype music? Where's the hype music? No, we need hype. No, that again, that's not hype. You're missing the point here. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, that was so close to not being hype. And Scott won while I wasn't even looking. Drago's fell off the map. So's Crystal. Which means Richie Wait, what? Cookie's in second place. Cookie, let's go. What's it? Unsensical? Every time you get close, bro, every time you get to the very end, you just pull out just a little too late. And then there is myself coming in at 6th place. Can he fall in? I just had to fall. I just had to fall.
This one's for the rhythm inside. Keep that in mind for the rhythm inside. This one's for the rhythm, the rhythm, the rhythm, the rhythm, the rhythm to flow.
Okay. I literally just had to drop. I had to drop once and we'd have been there, right? Nah. Final result. Who's at the top right now? Does this show the actual... Can I show the race results so far? This one's for the rhythm inside. Keep that in mind when you're feeling this vibe. So far. Do I use CurseForge to install the mods, right? You can do if you'd like to. Okay, I personally do. I think it's better. But chat, can we give so far in the Grand Prix, and there is 6 races, and this is race 3 out of 6. Let me just point out. Look at the leaderboard. Right now, it is Cookie, right? It's Cookie, Wolfie, and Scott. Scott's only been here for 1 race as well. So, let's go on to race 4 out of 6. Let's move on to Adorable Heart Bridge. Exclamation mark, play will get you in. Can I use Prism? If you want to use Prism, use Prism. It's completely up to you. Exclamation mark, play will get you in. And chat, if you want to make sure that you come into the chat and you come into the game with a spicy bowl, one that is faster. Now that we're on round 4, I can tell you, do exclamation mark, play 2. That's a very quick one for you all. You have 69 seconds, but I'll ask you to download some mods separately. No, play 2 is 1 command, not play space 2. You've missed it now, Drago. Now you have regular play. I'm sorry. Look at you. You're such a loser. What? I didn't say anything. Right, let's see. Where are our players? They are all the way over here. Unsensical's joined in on play 2 as well. Look, it gives you a spicy boost ball. That boosts 0.05% faster. I know it sounds like nothing, but just wait until you see what happens. Right, chat, you've still got a couple of seconds to go before it's done. Let's see where you get to. 30 seconds. And you know what, chat? I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds. Are you ready for this exclamation mark play or not? 10 seconds till we start. Don't forget, we're giving away... I know Zine's here. We're giving away a house to whoever wins this, okay? So if you win the Grand Prix, you'll get a house in the server. Let's go. Who's in first place to start with? Is it me? Of course it's me. Look at that. It's me. It says right there, me, Centrosity HD. It's Drago. I'm not giving Drago a house, though, so someone has to win. Who's in first now? It's now Scott. Scott can also not get a house. First place. Arva, you can have a house. I'll give Arva a house. I'm okay with it. Exclamation mark boost. And boost 2 and boost 3 are now unlocked. If you want to do a boost that's secondary or third, I'll tell you. Boost 2 and boost 3 are also available. So don't forget, chat, if you think about it, if you do boost 2, boost 3, all after each other, you can spam that stuff as fast as you like. Cookie's in first place again. Cookie, you're going to end up with a house before everybody else. Okay, it looks like Rainbow Road's here. And you know what we need to do with that? We need to get Rainbow Road going. Ready? I don't think that's it. Here we go. Boost 1, 2, and 3, chat. Gets you faster boosts. This is Love Bridge. Can I get a...
Oh yeah. Looks like Cookie's coming in first.
This is such a vibey map. I'm loving it. Cookie is still in first place. Who's in second place? Let's check them out. It's me. I'm here. Exclamation mark rigged. Look at this. Oh, I'm going to win, Cookie. I'm coming for you. I'm not even boosting because I'm better than you. Ooh, ultra secret boost. Boost 69, Zine. How dare you? You ready? Let me do it. You ready? Boost streamer. It works. You ready? Boost streamer works. Who's in third place? Let's go. In third place is Wolfie, Arva, and Drago in joint third place, chat. But we've got to keep an eye on the prize. It's Cookie, followed by Centrosity HD, followed by the trio, There we go. We've got you all. I'm so sorry, chat. If you didn't NF, you didn't NF. You all finished around the same time, but look at that. I am the real winner here. Can we get a GG in the chat so far? Because Cookie seems to be winning this. And it looks like we're going to give Cookie a house. I don't want this to be a thing. I mean, I did say. But I want me to win. So if we win another one, chat, I think we win. Okay? Oh, wait. It was max. Wait, the boost really does work? I didn't know the boost really worked. I was just jesting. I've always been jesting. No. Why is it working? Look, chat, I'm creeping up. I'm 4th now. GG's only. If there's a GG in the chat, I might give you one. Are we being bamboozled by sin? I can put my glasses on now. I can. If I put them on upside down, I can see behind me. That actually is really bad because the prescription lenses, so I can't see shit. Oh, I can see again. Chat, look at me. I can see through my eye holes. Arden, how are you doing today, bro? Welcome, Sin. Welcome, Sin. Welcome, Sin. Hope you're having a good day, night, week, month, year, 2022, 23, 2020. Oh my God. I subconsciously said 2022, chat. As in, because that was my old saying. I hope you had a good week, day, month, good day, week, month, year, 2022. I hope your 2022 is being good so far, and I hope it brings you nothing but greatness. I subconsciously said that. Let's go. That was such a weird thing to say as well. What a throwback. I bet the glasses were also fake. I swear to God, I wish they were fake. I wish my glasses weren't a hindrance on my existence. But, you know, we're here. I actually can't remember the time where I didn't wear glasses. My streams, and I'll show you guys a clip in a couple of minutes. There was a time where I didn't wear glasses on stream. And then I was like, whoa, now I'm blind. Arden, you was here when I didn't wear glasses, right? What's your follow age? You've been here like... Day. Exclamation mark, play chat. Let me see your follow ages as well, chat. Exclamation mark, play, and let me see your follow ages. Don't forget, chat, those who win today, if you win the Grand Prix, we'll give away a house. It's been 2 years, 2 months, and 16 days. So that's been what? 2022, February the 10th. So that'll be the time when I was doing my Valentine's Day streamathons. Back in the Among Us days. I remember it all. I'm the OG. Scott, let me see again. Arvignala with the 2 years, 8 months. Look at that. Oh my God. Don't forget, chat, exclamation mark play will get you in. Exclamation mark play 2 will get you a bonus ball instead. Whoa. Look at these, chat. Look, it says there on the very top. Type exclamation mark play space your number. Let's count down from 69. 69? That's how many seconds we got. And then again, special balls are going to people that like their special balls. I do like special balls. That sounds terrible. 3 years, 3 months, and 7 days. Easy. Now, chat, you see Unsensical right there? Right now, look, that's a 3 years, 3 months. And now you also see 31-month subscriber, right? That's nearly 3 years. None of you are getting it. Why is my mouse pointer a hammer? Hit me in the face, Arden. Do it. You know what, chat? Look. Hit me in the face. Do it. Do it again. Not that hard. Stop it, please. Yeah, you can do that now. I added it. You can turn it off. It is a toggleable. Right, chat, you got 15 seconds before you get... That's insane. It really is. Unsensical has kept his follow age and his sub age as long as possible, and I love him for that. By the way, by 5 days, that's crazy. Holy Lord. Chat, look, we're going. And there's 9 of you in here, and it's me in first place. It's Drago. Why is it always Drago? It's me in first place. It's me in first place. I might win. Chat, exclamation mark boost. It actually does work. I'm not lying. I thought I was lying. Boost streamer. Boost. Boost. Boost! I'm gonna win this. It's Rick and Morty. Oh my God, I'm gonna win. Arden. Nuh-uh. Moose. Get the moose. Nuh-uh. Who's in second place? It's Wolfie. I got yeeted out there. Where's Arvignala? You're dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Moose, your bottoms, chat. Moose. Am I first? It's Cookie, Arden, and I. Cookie's gonna win this again. I'm so upset. Peter Sean, I'm dead. Yeah. Where am I? Also dead, Drago. Look at this. You guys can't see anymore. Top left it is. Right, look at this, chat. Those who are dead is Arvignala and Drago. Can I get an RIP in the chat for those who are passed away? But looks like we got Arden, we got Cookie, no fair Cookie, and myself. Cookie hacks. Cookie is hacking. Look at this. Chat, rest in peace for those who have deceased. Let's get it going. Arden coming in with the first place. Look at this. Straight away, straight in the game, and you're already hacking. It's because Arden is moosting, chat. I'm telling you. Moosting his bottom. Second place goes to Cookie, and I think this pretty much solidifies Cookie. It's a win. 3 goes to Red. I don't think that's true. Not in love, then in September. And I think that's it for Arden. Arden gets in GG's for Arden, chat. If there's no GG's in a chat, nobody gets a house. I promise you. Cookie with the Cookie boost. 1, 2, and 3. Cookie wants to win this. Where's Cookie gone? Cookie, you're stuck with me. Oh, Cookie, I think you're stuck. Cookie is lost. Oh no, Cookie is done. Chat, can we get an RIP? We got Crystal Wolf coming in second place with Scott in third, Senticle in fourth, Red, Akosha, and then there's myself. And now we're just going to wait for Cookie, who is in seventh. Chat. Can we get an RIP to Cookie? Potentially losing. There goes your second house. Who gave you the first house? You have to win the full Grand Prix, not just the one race. Let's see. Who is in? It's now Crystal Wolfie. Oh my god, chat. Can they salvage this? There is one more race. Now, chat, here's the deal. I didn't confirm whether they were going to get given a house or not, right? Because Zine can still just say no. I'm just saying. I won't be the winner. You're right, I will. Look at me. Where am I? I'm in fourth place. Pizza! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right, chat. Let's see who's in here. There are 6 of you guys in right now. There's 10 people of you in right now. Let's go and let's start the countdown. 69 seconds, chat. Guess who lost their voice? You. Sin, yes. Oh, yeah, you said that. Okay. Need to go move on to college, unfortunately, so I won't be able to play anymore. No house for you. On Senticle, let's see. You've done play, so you're going to be in there. Let's see if you win. If you win on Senticle, this will be the funniest thing ever. Chat, can we get a goodbye in the chat, at least for Unsenticle, who needs to go move out of college right now? Move out of college? Wait, are you moving out as in moving out? Oh, I'm going to come fourth this race. It's okay. Nice guys come last. It's Sicarius. 30-second warn, chat. Exclamation mark play will get you in. Exclamation mark play space 2 will get you the special ball. And that one is 0.0% faster. Cookie really wants to get this house, okay? Now, Cookie, tell me, do you want to get this house so that you can sit here and go to Shaq and to Shados and go, I got a house. What did you get? Is that what you're going to do? I technically do have a little place of residence, chat. I found it on the server yesterday. I think you guys are going to like it. Right, let's go. Let's rock and crawl, chat. Exclamation. Okay, Wolfie, that's too many boosts. The entire chat is gone. You're going to ban everybody. Don't forget, do a mix of boost 1, 2, and 3. I will become HeroCraft landlord. Are you going to rent out your house? Oh, that's amazing. That's funny. Sorry, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank you. The boost actually only works by the first boosts, like exclamation mark boost. They only work within 3 seconds of each other anyway. So you can spot... Where are we? Oh, it's me! I'm first! I'm gonna win! Oh my god, I might get a house for myself! No, Arden! No, Arva! No! Me! I'm gonna do it! Exclamation mark boost for me! Exclamation mark boost! Boost 2! There we go, I've got it! I'm gonna win! Arden! Oh, it's me! I'm still here! No, Arden's cheating! No, Arden, don't cheat! No. This is just cheating. Wolfie, that's too many boosts. Slow down. Leave you in the dust. No, Arva. Look at this. I'm going to... Oh, Drago, you sped me up. Let's see what Arden is. Yeah, look at this, baby. Yo, baby. Right, where is the important person? Cookie, I don't know. I don't like the looks of this. Let's see. We've got Arden coming in first place with Drago and Sin neck and neck, with Arva in second, third, and fourth, with Wolfie and Scott. Unsentical following with Richie, Cookie, and Reds. Let's see how far are they getting down there. Is it still Arden first, second? There's Drago, and then third being Sin following just behind. Sin, Scott. Okay, Scott, Drago. There we go. How fast are we going to get through this? If we get through this, it'll be so great. Scott, I want Scott to fall. I don't want Scott to win this. Arden, Arden, I want you to win this, please. You've got this in the bag. Arden, do it. Moose thing is working. I see the moose. Arvignala and Red just fell just at the very end. Arden gets it in. Is it in? And Arden gets the freaking win. Look down for the B inside. Coming in second place, we've got is Scott with Drago. Wolfie, Sin. Oh, it's Sin. Oh, Wolfie landed first, then Sin, then Unsensical, and Arden comes in first. Chat, can we get a GG to everybody that played in the races? Let's see who won. Also, chat, I'm not gonna lie, Zine didn't even approve of the free house, so who knows? This could be exciting. GG's only, chat. If we see any salts, we point to them and go, you lost, losers. Right, chat, are we ready to see who wins the Grand Prix? Let's find out who won. Coming in.
My ass.
Coming in, chat, in third place, we have Cookie. Oh my god, chat, can we get a woo? Chat, look at this. We've got Cookie in third place. Shall we see who comes in second place? It is Wolfie in second place. Does that mean Arden won? Or did I win? Did Arden win? Okay, chat, look. It was Scott?
Emotional damage.
Chat, I want a rigged in chat. Can we get rigged in the chat right now? I don't see how Scott won this. I really thought it was going to be Arden. Hashtag rigged, chat. I told you I'd come forth. That's mental that you did. That is insane. Chat, can we get some rigged? Absolute hashtag rigged in the chat that Scott won that. That is undeniably the worst thing. Now, chat, are we get ready? Right, look. Now, for the grand prize, the grand release, I did say I was going to give out a house. I did say I was. Are you ready? The house that you'll be receiving inside of HeroCraft. Is there a drum roll emote? Chat. I want drum rolls, okay? I want drum rolls. While I'm going to get it up so that you guys can see it. You ready? Drum roll, please, chat. This one's for the rhythm and vibe. Keep that in mind when you feel it inside. Ready? Wolfie, that's way too much. You're lagging my end. Chat. Congratulations. Can we get a GG? You're going to get a birdhouse, my dude. You're receiving a birdhouse, chat. GG. I think that deserves a round of applause. Look at that. Absolute round of applause. Pogger's in there. Look at that. Now. This time. I say fair. Yeah, I'm saying yes, we can do it again. However, chat. What I will say. This one's for a real house. A livable house, okay? This one, I want all the marbles involved. And you know what? I'm going to even do it. I'm going to do something even worse. I'm going to give away a house, but I'm also going to ping... Wow, that is a madness, Scott. What I've just seen inside my Discord server. At everyone, giving away a house for HeroCraft on stream right now. Join in. And you know what? I'm even gonna ping. I'm gonna ping Shadows as well, just so that he sees it. I'll ping. I'm literally pinging everybody. Also, chat. I had a bug with my mouse. Right, my mouse was like double clicking like all the time. I hadn't updated my mouse. Who freaking knew you had to do that? Who I'd have thought you have to update a mouse? I'm gonna tell Shadows. Bro, that's crazy. Your... wait. DMs. Ready? Hell yeah, ads. Heck yeah. Let's get to Shadows and be... Somehow. Bad timing. You're live. Giving away a house in my chat. Let's see if he acknowledges it. Wait, let's see. Let's see what he says.
Very nice time.
Very, very nice. Probably another time, bro. I can't lie. Not right now, man.
Make the follower a lot more expensive. Yeah, you need
Oh,
to
really?
What if oil up his...
Oh, yeah. Why
Wait.
does the song keep playing? Oh, my...
My guy just said, oh, I can't. Okay, I can't. This is getting too sexual. We can't watch this. Right. Are we ready? Imagine getting ads. Imagine getting ads. By the way, I don't know if I asked this. Do you also work with buckets? Do I work with buckets? No. I don't personally work with buckets. Are you asking? Imagine not using ad block. Imagine not giving a streamer AdSense. It's okay. You get like 5 cents a month off it. So it's really just use an ad block or get chat. If you got Twitch Prime, just use Twitch Prime. It's free money. I mean, it's a free sub. Right, let's get the next one going. This one is for all. Is this the final leaderboard? No. This is for the last one. We gave away a birdhouse zine. This is a... Yeah, we would... I said we'd give away a house. I didn't say which house I was going to give away. I just said we'll just give away a birdhouse. A freaking what? Yeah, a freaking birdhouse. Or I might just give you like 2 gold. Who knows? Wait, will I actually get a birdhouse? I want it. I don't think we can give you a bird. What are you going to do with it? You can't do anything with it. I'll give you 2 gold coins and it'll come out of my personal bank. Okay? Right, chat. Let's get our go. Should we do Royale? Or should we do... Okay, wait. Super simple. Let's do it this way. Let's do a poll. And this one is for... Nope, that's poll results. Royale or pre. inside of me. Right, chat, there you go. There is a poll going on in the chat. I'll give the 2 gold. I have the thing I want to test anyway. Okay, that's fair, that's fair, that's fair. Chat, there's a poll in chat. Do you guys want to do a Grand Prix for a house? Battle Royale is not for a house, though, okay? It's too fast. That you're in love with me, you're in love with me. You're in love with me. Ba-dum-ba. I'm getting high on believing. It looks like Royale's gonna win, chat. You've got an extra 10 seconds. It's 3 for Royale. It looks like we're not gonna win this one. I think it's 4 for Royale. Your lips and your my mind. I go with whatever. That's fair. Look, all right, back to the coding cave. Disappear, Arden. It's nice seeing you, though, bro. Right. Let's go. Right, we've got a Royale. Chat, don't forget, Battle Royale is not for the house, okay? It's not. I go with whatever, though. That is fine. Don't worry. Random? Yeah, you turn me on. I'm mucked on a feeling. Am I unbelieving? Can we get bots in it? Viewer. Customize. Duh. Doom, I'm getting high on believing. It's you're in love with me, you're in love with me. Let's go. This one is for all the marbles. Exclamation mark and play or play 2 chat will get you in. Let's see what you guys do. If I hop on now, could I collect the gold? Probably, but you know, you need to be inside of these ones because it's for a real house now, Scott. And you don't want to miss out on a real house, Scott. A livable house. This is the one that Cookie wants to go for. I knew it. There you are. Right, joining in. There we go. There is 3. There are 4. Let's see. Can we get to 10 players, chat? If you are lurking right now and you are able to join, let's see. You might be able to join in. Who knows? And chat, you know what? Just because we're feeling nice, let me just do a very quick. Let's give everybody 10,000 points for your happy little eyes, chat. I need to get that song out. It's not as vibey as I want it to be. And now you've doubled it all up, Richie. Look at that, my dude.
Quack, 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 quack.
Okay. Look at me, it's a real one time. Look at me, cause I think I can run, cause it's also step it up and dance, bust it on, papa dabba 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 da of all time. Right, let's do 69 seconds on the clock, chat. There are 5 of you here. Let's see what we get. Slot is the worst. Nuh-uh. Watch this. You ready? Oh. Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne, chat. You see? Okay, I'm with you. Slots all... Oh, shut up. I know, right? So, chat, look. So you've got 5 more seconds before I click start. So chat, exclamation mark play or play 2 will get you the special ball. And don't forget this one. I think this one has exclamation mark jump, dodge, and I think it's fire or fire 2. You've got 5 seconds now. Now it's 10 seconds. Let's go. Exclamation mark jump, dodge, boost, and fire. Is it Zine who gives me the coins? It's Zine is with an X,
We got a top 10 situation.
Okay, that's my line. Let's see who's here. Remember, chat, we used to do this with like 30 people. It was freaking nuts. What? Am I dead? No, Richie's dead already. I've acknowledged got killed by my Cookie. Cookie's in lead with 1 kill as well. Arva's already dead as well. I kill Cookie. I'm going to get a house. Oh, I'm about to...
We have a winner.
It's me. It's me. I did it. It's me, chat. Screw you all. I really thought Scott won that one. Oh, bro, I swear to God, it's not rigged, chat. You are rigged. I won it fair and square. Oh, that's amazing. Chat, look, I'll take it. Thank you for all your round of applauses, okay? Thank you. Yeah, all of that. Thank you, all of them. Oh, thank you. Chat, you're so kind. Look. Thank you, chat. Oh, come on. All of your applause. I'll take it. Thank you. Ah, thanks. Ah, chat, you guys are so... Thank you so much. Random chat. Random track. Let's go. Best out of 3 chat. I'm okay with it. This is a battle arena. Is it? Or is this a race? It's a race. You know who? Wolfie, you're such a donut fan. You. Oh, stupid. Yeah, I knew who. Okay, wait, chat. Don't join this one yet. Don't join it. We're going main menu. I take that as a victory in my eyes. I won. I'm sorry. I don't know what you guys want out of it. Sorry. Right, let's go for a Grand Prix. This one, chat, is going to be... Let's go for the amount played. Community. Favorites. Let's see. Okay. Oh, my favorites. Let's go to all maps. Let's go what is on the plays. We've played these ones. Let's go for Gate of the Kingdom. Oh, chat, don't forget, you can do exclamation mark vote, right? And you can do numbers. So you can do vote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, right? So if you're looking at the screen right now, except for these top ones, because we already played them. So this one will be, I think this is like 7. So do vote 7 up to 20. And that's the one we play. So get your votes in quickly. We'll see what we got. I forgot about that command. There's so much to do here. Vote 17. Gator King, you got the same one as me. I don't think I've actually got it working. Have I got it working? Wait. That's too long. Nope, that's too long. That's too long. Nope. Nope, that is way too long. Let's get rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this one is going to be, let's go 7 or 8. 7. Endless Ancient City. No, chat, you get to choose one more. Let me see. We got vote. I'm going to say vote 10. Let's go. Is it this one? Is it Gate of Kingdom? No, so there's 8, 9, 10. Portals of the Sea. This one will be a funny one. Chat, get your plays in. This one is for a livable city house in HeroCraft. That's what it is. Join up. There we go. Exclamation mark play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how many of you guys want to join in. How many of you guys do actually want to win a house? I think there's at least one of you guys that wants to. Say, do you remember? This is December. Right, we got a Richie in and myself. Let's go. Exclamation mark play. Don't join. Don't join. It's just, yeah, don't join, chat. Just let it be myself and Richie. Don't do it. Richie wants to win. Yeah. It's what happens when I forget that it's Friday and now I have to eat my dinner on chat. I'm so sorry. You're gonna have to watch me eat pizza. Too late. Look at that. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Right, chat, let's see. We've only got a little longer. And it's going to start. I'm going to give you guys another 10 seconds, then we'll start. I'm so sorry, Richie, but you've got no chance. I don't think Zine's voice chat is working. That's fine. Right, you got 10 seconds, chat. Exclamation mark, play. This one's for a real house. Scott, let's hope that you're in this. Let's go. There's no way. And Richie. Richie's still going. No, Cookie's in. It's Cookie and Richie. Followed by Scott. It's still Cookie. Cookie's still in first, chat. Let's see who is it? Who is what? Who's what? Myself. That's the important one, chat. Look. Here wait, am I last? I'm last. I want myself a house. Imagine getting yeast out of bounds again. No, I've got full faith in you. Look, you're directly behind. You're directly behind Cookie. You're not directly behind Cookie. Well, Cookie's coming in. There's no way. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like we got Cookie in first place. We got Richie, Scott, and Avagnala joined in second, third, and fourth place. Look at this. Cookie, keep it going with those boosts. I want you to win this one, Cookie. Cookie, clicker. Do it. Cookie, quicker. You've got... Listen, chat. I've got full faith in Cookie, okay? Myself, I've lost faith. I've lost absolute faith in this guy. Let's go. Let's... Chat, can we get a rest in peace inside the chat for Cookie? Very ending. Look at that. So close to the end, and Cookie just flops at the very end. It's now a race between Richie and Avagnala. Who's going to win? Who's going to get thrown off the edge, though? It could be literally, I cry, I'm so sorry, Cookie. It could have been anyone's game until then. It looks like we've got Avagnala and Richie still going to... Avagnala pulling in over the first place. Avagnala shooting forward. It's now Scott as well. And this is... Come on, Sin. Really, bro? You're letting the world down, dude. Avagnala still in the first place lead with Richie. We've got Scott coming up, taking over the second place. Sin, Trusty HG is coming by, though. Wait, is Sin gonna return? Avagnala coming in first place with Scott about to fluff. No, he stayed. But Richie in third. Sin just behind in fourth place, though. It looks like it's anyone's game. Avagnala with the win with Scott coming in second. It looks like Sin and Richie, though, are in third and fourth. This is anyone. This is either Sin or Richie. It looks like it's Sin. Sin might get third. No way. Does boost even work? Yes. Boost 2, boost 3. That wall edged you. It did. It did. I got done in by a secret little... Look at this. I got done in by this little flap just here. This will put me in fourth. I'm so sorry. I lost. Chat, I'm so sorry that I lost this one. I'm spamming it and I almost lost. It's because you got caught on something, though. Boost makes you go faster. But if you're caught on a wall, you're not going to go faster, are you? I got done it. And a rest in peace for Cookie. I'm so sorry. Down, breaking down. Condone me. Bone me. Breaking. Say more zombies. I really did get done dirty. I know. Exclamation mark play. Why can't I just go through the wall, you know? Why can't I just go through the wall, you know? Why can't I just exclamation mark play? And why can't I just slash through the wall? Just to be fast, you know? Gotta go fast. Right, chat, exclamation mark play will get you in. I am going to start it in 10 seconds. And then we'll do it. Exclamation mark, exactly. Look, now you've only got 10 seconds to get in. If you're not in the race already, you've only got 10 seconds. I'm speeding this bitch up. We're going. 3, 2, 1. And let's Go. Let's see who wins this one. This one is going to be super easy. And there's only 5 of you here, which means it's super... Whoa. Let's take an overview while we wait for the players to get a little bit down. But chat, just look at this. Always on my mind. I am definitely winning, but guess what, chat? Right now, it is indeed Cookies in first place again. What is this map? Oh, please, it's me. I'm gonna win. Chat, I'm gonna win. Cookie, stay there. Bye, Cookie. Bye, Cookie. Look at you, Cookie. Oh my god, I'm so far. I'm so ahead. Am I gonna get the world record on this? Yeah, but... Oh, I was so scared for a second. Wait, I'm missing it. Wait, am I gonna get... La la la. La 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 la. Am I gonna... Nah. Nuh-uh. Chat, we're going for world record. Let's go. It's a gorgeous map, though, isn't it? There's not enough time. There's nowhere near enough time. Wait. Since there, briefly in second, third, and fourth, we got Richie, Cookie, and Arvignala. Scott's so far behind. Scott's never going to win this one. It's okay. Huh? No. Wait, what? Where? How am I? Where am I? Who are you? Droid, ayo, what up, Finn? Ayo, what up, Steven? Hey, Droid, welcome, Sin, dude. How are you doing today? Also, Nova, thank you for the follow. Welcome to this internet. Hope you're having a great day. My name is Sintrusty HD, but you can call me Sin or whatever you like. Just take note, my girlfriend might have a problem with you. Welcome, Sin, dude. How are you doing? Whoa! Huh? Huh? Droid, you know we're giving away a house in this. We're giving away a house for HeroCraft in this. Na 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 na. Cookie's in first place again. This is just blasphemous. Where is the finish? Oh my god. Oh. Arthur, you and I just both, well, let's say we just didn't finish. Where have you got? Oh, there's no way. You've got to make it to here. Oh, bro, you need to be perfect. Oh no, oh my god, the fact that you all stayed there is insane. Are you gonna make this jump? You made that. Oh my god, I'm clenching. Where are... Huh? What even... I believe we call that a bamboozlement, chat. Okay, so in that one, look at this. I got energy, max energy, chat. Let's go. Okay, look here. This one's just for you, chat. GG's in the chat. I got 2 energy. Streamers earn bonus XP for each bonus tier a race competes. Let's freaking go, dude. I'm okay for that. Don't forget, chat, you can bot me on the face on stream. That's kind of cool, isn't it? This one's for the rhythm and vibe. Keep that in mind when I'm feeling this vibe. Keep that for the rhythm and vibes. Keep that in mind for the rhythm. Let's go, chat. Moving on to the mostly hectic celebration ever. Don't forget, exclamation mark, play to get in. Exclamation mark, boost 1, 2, and 3. Play 1 and 2 will get you in all of those jazzy little things. On top of that, chat, join in. You are going to get, I'm going to give you guys 30 seconds. I'm going to join, and there you go. Join in. Don't forget, this is for a house on the HeroCraft roleplay Minecraft server. It's all for all the marbles. This is a 7-race Grand Prix, so if you are only just joining in now, all it takes is 2 wins and you've won. That's all I'm saying. All you need to do, get in, win 2 of the 7 races. You've won. So join an exclamation mark play. Have a good time. Also, Droid, how's your day going, bro? I hope you're enjoying it. Right, let's go with 1 more second on the clock. And there we go. We're going. Right, let's take a look while the races starts off. Going down this magical pinball machine. Let's see where they're going. All the way down here. Around the mystical maze. Around twisties and doozies. Up into the Ninja Blender. Straight down the hole. Over to what only I can describe as I'm stuck, step bro. Wait, I'm actually stuck. Huh? What a weird little thing. Oh, it was a cinnamon twist ball. Look at this. Then you go up, down and down, up around here, up and spinsy doozy around. Open the lady's legs. Oh my god. That shouldn't be family friendly at all. Straight over. She gives good head. Down the road, all the way up, about bing, 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 and straight into the hole. Now, chat, who do we think is in first place? It's Scott. Let's check out the winner's race. In first place, we do have Scott, followed by Cookie. Third place is looking like a twin follow-up by Arva and myself. Time to get yeeted. Oh, bro, I feel you, but Droid, yes, I feel you, bro. I am shattered today. I really am. Right, we've got Scott and Cookie. Look at this. Cookie! Okay. No. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, never mind. Never mind anybody else in the race. They're all... Richie, I'm so sorry, bro. Looks like Cookie is taking up first place with a decent bit of a distance. Looks like Arva and Sin following it neck and neck with... Okay, Richie just skipped a lot of the race and left myself and Arva. Hey, yo, Arva, are you trying to give me a kiss there, bro? Cookie is... Oh my god, Cookie has got a lead and you skipped most of the maze as well. Richie, Sin, and Arva all get on a bit. Oh, we just about missed it, bro. But Cookie is so far.
Quack, 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 quack.
Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's see what the others are doing. Scott, you have fallen and you cannot get out. I'm sorry, you've fallen. Okay, that's just cheating, bro. Why am I the one that's dead? Arvignal and Richie, let's see who goes through the portal. You missed the portal by an inch. Richie, come on, can you get in the portal? You guys all both missed the portal, but look at this. It's okay. Puck it up, I guess. Oh my god, chat. It looks like we've got a magical celebration. Look at that. There's one. Oh, wait. Is this where you guys catch up? And this is where you guys catch up. Keep going. Cookie, keep those boosts going. Oh my god. Arva might catch up at this rate. Who'd have ever guessed? Who'd have ever guessed? Chat GG's for the one and only Cookie Mochi. Followed up by Richie. And look, Arva, you didn't get done. You did not get a done for. Don't worry about it. You did survive. Way hey. But Cookie, look at this. 2 wins plus what? There's no way. We just look at the... It's any chat. It's anyone's game. It's anyone's game. It is anyone's game. Next race, heavy glacial parkour. Join chat. You got 30 seconds starting from now. Join in exclamation mark play or exclamation mark play to get you in. While you do that, I'm gonna have a hydrate chat. Don't forget, hydrate your streamer. He forgets. Okay, play 5. That's illegal. You also need to do a space. It's exclamation mark play space 5. Play. Droid, thank you. 4. Who did we miss? Who didn't get in? Arva, you didn't get in. Thank you, Droid. Arva, you were just about too late, bro. This one you didn't. You doved, Steven. There is no way. Rigged. Absolute rigged. Cookie, what are you doing? Bum. Oh no, looks like Sin's in the lead. No, Sin's in last. Chat, if Cookie wins this one, I think I have to just end it there. But Steven is top notch. Don't hate on the Steven, boy. I did the playthrough. I know, I saw it in chat. The game's called Cookie Marble. No, it is. It's called Cookie Clicker. That's what it is. It's so warm in here. I've got my chat. I've actually, look. Today, we have a guest. We have a desk fan that is turned on full because I think I might be going ill because I'm so low on energy and so warm. Where's it going? Richie, come on, bro. You've got this in the bag. Look, Richie, let's have a pep talk. Pep talk it, bro. You've got this, okay? You got this. However, you two. Oh wait, Richie, you might have this. Although, chat, I'm not gonna lie. That is still pretty far to go. That's still a long way to go, but chat, let's check up on Richie, who's in first place, mixing it up, going around the bend. So it looks like it's going to be... Wait, Scott's in first? No, Richie's in first. Look at that. Sin is always in fourth, but fourth means first place winners, okay? Keep that in mind. I think Cookie just really wants to win a house. Chat, what do you think? Is this Saturday night takeaway? Hello, King. Welcome into the chat as well. Thank you for the follow earlier. I appreciate it. Welcome into this internet. Hope you're having a great time and a great day. You've just been hit with an ad as you came by and chatted as well. So I'm super, super sorry. However, welcome, Sin, nevertheless. Oh, my days, it's Jason Bourne chat. It looks like it's going to be a Richie. Is it Lionel Richie? It could be, or it's still anyone's game, chat. Oh, never mind. Scott's got some... I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm live today. Just started streaming today. That is great. Don't worry about it, Nova. But please try refrain from keeping promotions. It is one of the server rules, okay? Boom. There we go. Try not to promote the streams without the ads. That's the main... You should be focused on your own stream. Let's go, shot. We got Scott's coming in first with Atrocity HD coming in second. Look at that one. Amazing. And then Richie's all the way... There's no way. No way. Is that a win? Uh-huh. Cookie? Cookie, what was this? Let's look at Cookie. Come on, chat. Look at this. Oh, good job, Cookie. Good job, Cookie. Look at the GG's. Let's look at the Grand Prix. Huh? I hate ads. Don't worry about it, bro. Welcome, Sin. Let's go. At least Cookie didn't win. I mean, I'm kind of rooting for Cookie at this rate. You know? I'm kind of rooting for Cookie. Cookie made it. Cookie did make it though in the end. They got there. Right, chat. Let's go. Next round. Let's get it going. My money is also on Cookie. My money's on Cookie. I know. Leave Cookie alone. Cookie did this. Cookie's the reason why we're so hectic on it. But Scott, look at this. Let's go next race, shall we? I have a hammer when I hover the cursor over the live screen. Exactly. Now click. Click once on my face. Let's see what happens. Exclamation mark play chat. Let's get into the same race. Let's have a good time. Don't forget, this is for all the marbles. All the freaking marbles it's going to be for every single person. Manifesting a Cookie win. If Arvignala wins as well, I think Arva said they'd dedicate the house to Cookie. I was there when that was said, chat. exclamation mark, join into the game with exclamation mark, play. There you go. Boom. Look at this. We've got some names in here. We got Richie, we got Scott, we got Mochi Little Cookie, we've got Avignala, we got Sin. Play. Join in, King. Join in, join in, join in, join in, join in. Let's see what we're going to do. Play. Droid is joining us. Look at that. Let's see. Can we get to 10 people in the game chat? That's a good question. We've got 3 more slots until you've got 30 seconds until the race starts. Like I said, manifest that Cookie win. My money's on Cookie. And you know what, chat? Even for this, I think this calls for a special one, right? You ready for this? Let's get a prediction going. I have not done a prediction in a while, but watch. Prediction, and it's going to be who wins. And it's going to be Cookie. It's going to be Scott. Other. Right? Chat, you guys have got a 2-minute predict. It's a 2-minute prediction. La 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 la. Okay, let's see, chat. There's a prediction going. Put all your points on who you think will win. Sin, with the houses, can we have roommates? Do whatever you want in a house. It's your house. Boost your bottoms, chat. Let me see. Exclamation mark boost going up. Don't forget, get it going. Get it good. Get it all the way you should. Boost in. Let's see who wins. Put your channel points on who you think will win as well. It's a prediction for you. Let's see who can do it. Put your money where your mouth is, you little worms. Okay? Who knows? Scott, maybe you and I can be roommates. And they were roommates. Arvignal is coming in first with Sintrosity HD in second. Richie third. Matching it up with Cookie, though. Let's see. Richie and Droid have already fallen off. Can we get an RIP? If you own it, you can do what you want. Exactly. Can we get an RIP in the chat for Richie and Indestructoid, who have already ripped? Let's see. Who's now in lead? We got King Nova in first place. Second being... Oh, wait. No. Actual first is Arvignala. Slowly falling in. I think second place is Sintrosity HD. And then third place is Cookie. Cookie and Sin neck and neck. I don't like this. I don't like these odds, because what it's going to be is it's going to be Sin and Cookie being neck and neck, and then Cookie's going to overtake Sin. I know where this goes because I don't do boosts. If I boosted, oh, you'd all be in danger, chat. You'd be thick of them. Steven would have had his best day with you. Arvignal is speeding along, though. Look at the momentum he's got. Oh, you just about missed as well. Straight up all the way to the top. Nice stuff. Let's check in who's behind there as well. We've got King Nova and Scott in neck and neck. Look at that little ball going on you there, King. Look at that. Nice. All in on those predictions. Huh? Arvignal is in first place by a long shot. Look at that. Let's see the predictions, bruv. Why you gotta pick on my OC? I love him. I love your OC. Steven's the greatest. I love him. Damn. 9,000 channel points sitting on that one. Look at that, right, chat? I think the prediction is now ended. If you didn't get your time on your points, I'm so sorry. Looks like Arthur might win this. Who's in second? It's me. It is me. And it's Cookie. No, it's frick. It's Cookie. I'm keeping an eye on this one. Oh, it's me. It's me. I'm going to get myself a health, chat. Oh, all the way through. All the way. Oh, I glided through it. Oh, I glided. Ah! Oh, my God, my butt's be clenchy. Give it clench. All the way down. All the way down. I win. And King coming in second. Let's freaking go. Scott coming in third place. Arthur with the fourth. And Cookie. Look at this, Cookie. What are you doing, Cookie? Cookie, you're slacking. You cracker slacking. You had such a strong beginning.
Nice.
First night of September. And if I check now, boom, Sintrosity HD in second place of the Grand Prix.
Quack.
Let's go. Oh, if I win, chat, it's game over.
Let's go on to electric blacklight. Oh.
Exclamation mark play to get into the game, chat. You guys are going to get, I'm going to start off with 69 seconds from right now. Get yourselves in.
Quack.
Let's see. Can we get everybody in ASAP? Let's see what we can do. Let's take a look at... I think this works for the song, chat. If you are epileptic, now's the time to not play this game. It looks like Disco killed the radio star. Whoa, give you channel points? Oh, yeah, that's true. Who won it? Wait, the race? No, you... Was it for that race? I don't think I said the race. It's a wild one. It is. Who wins? Cookie, Scott, or other? No. It's not the race. It's the Grand Prix. You've still got two more races, chat. I think it's 2 more races. It was for the race, Richie. Okay, look, I'll give it you for this one, but we'll do it again. Who wins? Other? Was it other? Who won? Who won? It was me.
Quack.
Predict chat. Who wins the total of the Grand Prix? Let's go, chat. Let's do it again. Who wins? Let's do Sin as well. Chat, you've got 5 minutes on this one. Let's go. Put all of your channel points on it. Let's see. Who do you think wins the entire Grand Prix? Put your points on it. You've got 5 minutes. Do you remember? Yeah, there was a cloudy day. Cookie, boost. You did so much boost. Look at you. Cookie, chat. Right, look at this. Ready? Cookie. 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 Not really. It's for Sin. Oh, it's Richie. I'm glad you can't see that name. Look at that profile picture. Frick feelings, bro. Richie, followed by Scott, followed by Arva, followed by me. No. What? Where am I? Who's first? Droid is first. Where's the win? Oh, you all get sent back. Cookie. Wait, where's Cookie? Huh? Cookie. Chat, can I get a rip in the chat for Cookie? Cookie got glitched. That's a rest in peace. You're a stuck Cookie. Where's what a Cookie? Droid won. Who else is winning? Yeah. Is anyone else finished? Or is it DNF? No, it's me. Yeah, look, we're still going. Let's see who else is winning. Yeah. Why are you covering my screen? I don't want to see... Why are you covering my screen? Leave my screen. I can't see who wins. Yeah. And is that me? Let's go. Oh, it sent me back. How do I get rid of that? Avagnala coming down with Richie. Does that mean I lost? It ended. Click on results. It did not. No, I can't click. It won't. I can't move my mouse. How? It won't. I can't move my... Why can't I move my mouse? I had to escape. I had to like alt tab and get back. What a weird predicament that was. And don't it, babe. Hey, baby. Right, this is for chat. This is the big one. This is Portal of the season. Okay? If you didn't play before and you want a chance to win a house. Hi guys, my name is Mr. Beast and welcome to today where we're giving away a cheeky. We're giving away a house. It is in a city center. It's going to be good. It's for a house. It's for all the marbles. A real livable house that Zine totally did authorize. Hydration. Chat, you've got 20 seconds left on the prediction. Who do you think's going to win? Put your channel points on the... See who wins. Let's see how much channel points you could win by the end of this race as well. If you're not doing a Minecraft thing, do the prediction. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how much points we put on. Predictions are closed, chat. Look at that. Well done if you got your points on in time. Now, 10 seconds. This one's down for the beat. Yet go. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height, chat. Let's get it. Let's make it serious. Look at how exciting this one is. You've literally got to get inside here. Look at that. That's the finish right there. One tiny little jump. Do you guys think you can make it? Exclamation mark boost, exclamation mark trust. And if you want to attack someone, exclamation mark attack and then the player's name. I'm just saying. Arvagnala coming down, being in first place. Straight down. Indestructoid again has hit the Indestruct Void. Oh, great joke by me, Sintrosity HD. We got Arvagnala in the spinny ball movement thing. Meeting up with Cookie and myself. What a weird predicament this is. This looks like a weird cookie little... Okay, it's the cookie cage. This is what my cereal comes in. Who's back here? It's Richie and it's Scott. I'm so sorry. Attack. Richie, what are you doing? You're not meant to take it personally, bro. And it looks like... Wait, Cookies... Could this be the redemption of Cookie, chat? This could be the redemption arc of Cookie. Never mind. It's me. There's Cookie. Wait, have I got to go down? Go, Cookie, go. Go, Cookie, go. Go, Cookie, go. Oh, Cookie went flying. Not gonna lie, chat. I really want Cookie to be the one that wins the house as well. All the way through? All the way around? Oh my god, you've made it. You're nearly there, Cookie. You're nearly there. Straight down, straight in. Go down. How far is... I'm the one in second. Okay, there you are. Straight down. We're so far away. It's me coming in second anyway. And I'm catching up close, Cookie. You better not hope that I catch you. All the way round. Do it. You can do this, Cookie. We believe. We believe in Steve. All the way back. It says Arvagnal is in first place, but we all know that's not true. Let's see, Cookie. What are you doing? Spin all the way. No, 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 no. This is where we can... Whoa. Cookie made it. Oh my god, chat. Whoa. That is loud. Cookie has indeed made it into Lightspeed. Cookie, you won the final race. Now, does that mean you win the Grand Prix? Let's see. Right, it's Sin, Scott, Arva, and Richie. Richie, I don't think you're going to win this one, bro. I'm sorry. That was trippy as frick. Bro, I know, right? I think if... Let's see. In long... Wait. Whoa. Bing. That is trippy as frick, though. I came in. That's Scott. Scott died. I think Scott might have lost. Chat. In third place. Chat, I want to see some Pog Ross in the chat. I want to see some GGs in the chat. No salt, just pepper. Let's see who got in. Third place it was. It was Scott in third place. That means it's either going to be Cookie or Sin. Which means the winner is... The winner was Cookie! Oh my god, Cookie won. Oh, look, listen, look at this. You ready? G. Oh, I'll give that GG in the chat. That's a GG. Cookie, look at that. No salt, just pepper. All the way. It was by 1 point as well, Cookie. I was 1 point away from beating you. Oh, Lord. That'd have been kind of funny. I wouldn't have took the win, to be honest, if I'd have won it. So even then, it looks like Scott is second. Richie came in third place, technically. I wouldn't have given myself the win. I feel like it's just unfair. Zine, are you about? Let's see. Droid, if Zine's not about, do you fancy getting Zine for me? If I did not die. But you know what? The matter of it is... I can try. If it's fine if he's not around, don't worry. I just want to see if he's here so that I can just announce it. Oh, that is hilarious. Amazing, amazing stuff, amazing stuff, amazing stuff. I'm gonna make sure that you get... people might not be too happy about it either. Shadows!
Who are you people?
To me fly. Listen, no, chat, listen, you don't you... Listen, don't you to me fly.
Just resubscribed for 2 months.
Don't you to me fly. You ready for this? This is what you do instead. Now, chat. This is a vibe, right? This one goes off of the rhythm and vibes. Thank you. Listen, Jack, Altua, and Linya Hall. Thank you all for the follows. Shaq, thank you so much for the resub. And Shados, welcome in with the raid. Now, chat. Let me just say, as well with Mouse, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome to this internet, everyone. My name is Introsty HD, but you can call me whatever.
And I mean, whatever you like.
Well, welcome, Sin. And look at this. We got, wait. This is Tarek. Is it Tarek as well? Thank you for the follow as well. Chat lizard, my name is Introsty HD. I go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We do community games. We do Among Us. We do Minecraft. We have a Minecraft server. And chat, let me just say, first of all, a massive thank you for Shadows for the raid. My guy, look at you. I'm proud of you, bro. 17 people. Now, here's the thing. This is something for Shadows. What's this streamer cursor? Oh, what's the hammer? Chat, did you know if you want to bonk me straight away, just watch this. You ready? Allow me to show you. You go over to here and then you... Did you know if you want to bonk me, you can just do that. You ready? Bonk the screen. Bonk me. That's all good. Mute that stream, my guy. Now, let's go back onto here. Let me explain something very funny that happened, chat. Welcome in. May I just say, Alya, welcome in. Yak, welcome in. Tarek, welcome in. Geo, welcome in. Spectre, welcome in. Shadows, welcome in. How was your stream, my dude? I saw you playing Gothic. It was kind of cool. Mouse, welcome in. Spectre, again with the message. Welcome in, all of you. I hope you had an amazing day. Hope you enjoyed yourself over with Shadows. And chat, may I just say, and Lynn, welcome in as well. Let me say, Shadows, you're never going to guess. And Shadows, I hope you're here right now because we've got something really funny to say. Right, while we do that, chat, let's get one very quick. Let's get a brawl in here. Let's get a royale. Let's go. Let's go. Not that one. Let's go here. Chat with viewers. Exclamation mark play to get into the game. It's just a little bit of fun while we explain what's going on. However, chat, exclamation mark play again. You got 69 seconds to get in. It's for all the marbles, remember. All the marbles. You can do exclamation mark play to join in, exclamation mark attack, and then a player's name. If you want to attack them, you can do dodge, you can do boost, you can do jump, all of that jazz. Just want to say as well, it's a very funny... Oh, wait, it was somebody else that won. We got to do the prediction now. Let's go to choose prediction outcome, and let's go. Cookie definitely did win it, and I'm happy. Shadows and Fake Shack, if you two are in the chat right now, Cookie has just won the one and only livable house in the HeroCraft server. They're going to get their keys today at some point. Cookie won a house. It was Cookie that won. And we are all here for it. We're all here for that jazz. Chat, don't forget exclamation. I know, Shaq, I know. Cookie came in clutch. Cookie was winning, and then very, very losing, and then very last second. Very last game, pulled it back. I'm still homeless though. Well, you know. I've got a new friend, Cookie. So, I don't know about you guys, but I think Cookie's going to be nice to me. Right, again, let's see. Chat, you guys have got it. I'm going to start it now in 10 seconds. With 10 more seconds, I'll BRB. Need to get something. Do what you need to do, Shaq. Do what you need to do. But, Shadows, let's see what's going on. 3,
2, 1, fight.
Top 10 situation.
That is my line, and you know it. Stop it. Chat, don't forget, if there's anybody who plays Minecraft, don't forget we have HeroCraft's closed beta, which can join in with exclamation mark IP and exclamation mark HeroCraft. And if you're not in the Discord server already, here's a cheeky link. You can join in. Let's see who is going to be destroying who. And I mean that in a very serious sense. I think, chat, don't forget exclamation mark. Don't you dare attack me, Arva. And don't forget, you're missing out the HD, so you're not even attacking me. Droid might be first dead, though. Wait, Yak with the triple kill. Yak, what are you an expert at this? Exclamation mark target if you want to target someone specifically, chat. Oh no. Shadows with the... I think Shadows might win.
We have a winner.
It's a good job you don't win anything, Scott. Let's go. There is no prize for this one. Nothing that you do right now is considered a win. So I'm sorry, but let's look at those results. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so sorry, bro, but you can take in consolidation prize 2. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. You deserve it. Right now, chat, there is a... Let's go on to a poll, and we can do a quick decision, chat. Are you guys ready for a little bit of HeroCraft, or shall we watch one of the Minecraft shorts that we're going to watch beforehand? 1 in the chat if you want to watch a Minecraft short, or 2 if you want to go onto the HeroCraft server right now. 1 or 2. 1 is a cinematic movie. 2 is HeroCraft. Let me see what you guys want. I could do a poll or a prediction, but guess what? I'm too lazy to even do that. I also have pizza, which I should realistically be eating. But I'm not going to eat it just yet. Night, stop. Shadows, I want to put out a quick thing to you and just say, bro, I'm proud of you. Well done, bro. It was a good stream today. I did watch it. I just nearly ended... Oh my god, I've just nearly done it. Nope. I just nearly ended my freaking stream. There you go. Chat, listen. Go over. We all know. We all love Shadows, right? We do all love it. We love Shadows. He's a great guy. So, go over, show your love. Do it. Be a nice guy. Go over and show us support. If he's going to raid us, we need to go over and show our support in return. We've all probably went over and followed him by now. He's a great guy. A big forehead, though. Massive forehead. Right, let's change back onto just chatting for a couple of seconds. In fact, let's go onto Minecraft. Boom. And let's go with here. And then let's go to HeroCraft Alpha Test. Join. There we go. And now we can go in and we can change up the vibe. And we can go. We're going to change the vibe completely, chat. with a little bit of HeroCraft. And I'm loving it. And I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. And I'm loving it like that. Stop all the ads, for God's sake. No, you. At low. There we go. Ha, funny. I got you, bro. Imagine going, stop pinging me when you're... It's me going live. No. Right, we're going to go live, and I'm going to change to Spotify very quick. We're going to go to a little bit of a dungeon vibe now, chat.
Because, chats, if you did not know, this is HeroCraft. And I am getting ill. Welcome, every single soul, every relatable person and player. My name is the narrator. And this is HeroCraft. Are you ready to delve into infinite adventure, infinite horror, and infinite opportunity? This is HeroCraft, the realm of where endless opportunity exists, of where horses can be men, and men can mate with Never mind.
You get the point. It's HeroCraft. It's going to be cool. We're going to be jumping on now, chat. It's going to be cool. Cool. It's going to be a little bit of a vibe. I'm looking forward. I want to see how many people are on the server. It's alpha. You've got a couple more days. If you don't know, chat, the alpha period is going to be running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you guys, if you're not on it already, you've got to join on to it because it's about to run out before it even starts, and then it's going to be closed for over a week. You don't want to be gone for over a week. Right, we're just waiting for it to load now, chat. How was your day? Fix my... Okay. Minecraft is the big load. Who else is live right now as well? Oh. Also, chat, if you did come in from the raid and you are disappearing now and you do want to go on and do the rest of your day, I do appreciate you coming by. But don't forget, if you can, we are trying to start our beginning of our journey to Path to Partner. So if you can and you are being generous on it, leave a lurk, which is exclamation mark lurk. That'd be kind of cool and appreciated if you do so. If you can't, I appreciate it anyway. Now, time for pizza. Huh? There we go. May as well keep you here while we wait as well. Oh my god. There's too much pizza in my mouth. I had too much in my mouth at once, chat. I'm wondering if we're gonna have let me see. I'm just looking at the developer server. Lovely. Droid, I'll hydrate for you, bro. You need to do the 750 points one, bro. Drink water. Oh, thank you. Annoyingly, chat. I left my glasses out and they're all stained, so I need to clean them still. Hence why I've got a big bottle with me. I can adjust my points as I see fit. Thank you. I can use my points as I see fit. That's okay. You know what? You've got a point. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, pick it up. Huh? Are you gonna pick the game up? Oh, there you are. Jeez. Little feature though, chat. Very little feature. Is the thing that's just down it. Wait, in fact, I can drag it. This thing down here. You see? I added it today, and I think it's cool as frick. Better. Right, there we go. Oh, it does do that. Oh, wait, I did do that. Nice, that's cool. No, you. Let's go on. So. Oh, this is adventure. Wait, did I update the title? Chat, did I update the title? Oh, that is an issue. Ah. Oh, Zine. Oh no. Okay, let's just Zine. Let's see. Is it borked? Is the mod pack borked in general? Is Plasma borked? That's weird. Maybe Demonic really is just not doing it right. Because I got in just fine. I got a new wallet. I'll take that. Got 9x. I'm more than okay with this. Okay, now let's put on our adventure music, not the dungeon music. Yeah. That should be good. Who is here? Scott, Death, Zine, and I. I'm okay with that. Alright, let's turn the camera off just for a little bit, chat. Good morrow, friend. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Mm. I'm so sorry, bro. I did not mean. Oh, I'm so sorry. I was trying to test out the voice. Oh, that's so... No, that's not fair. Oh, I'm so sorry, bro. Well, look, I had to hide the evidence, otherwise I'd have got in trouble, right? Oh, no. What a begin we've had. Let's go, chat. Let's go down into our home. Our little humble abode, if you will. Is this all wheat? It is. Ah! I wonder if Stephen wants... I wonder if Stephen's about and Stephen wants some, bundles of wheat. You're a monster, bro. I didn't mean to. Scott, I'm sorry, bro. There we go. Now we got ourselves a wooden hoe, a wooden axe, some cooked chicken. Right, have we still got the other... Look, chat, we are collecting phones, by the way. We're collecting crystals. All full of wood. All full of wood. And in fact, yeah, you know what? I'll leave these for Stephen. Maybe Stephen will come by and check. Aye. How do I get a new phone? I don't think you can. It's okay because I know that it's balked right now anyway. So I don't think it's really too much of a matter. Can I still yeah, I can. That one didn't get fixed. See, at least my inventory didn't get ruined by all of the planks. I don't know where I still... Are we gonna do that? Or are we gonna... Where's the packager for the wood? I don't know where he is. I don't know how to bundle the wood. Wait, did I just get more wood? I got one more wood. Oh, pug. Okay. Hibbity hobbity, the king is entering your property. Hey, king, how you doing, bro? Oh, I think I'm now stuck. How you doing? I'm doing good, bro. How you doing? Doing good? That's how we like to see, bro. We're just doing some hero crafts, some hero craft testing for the new Minecraft server. It's finally out and ready to be tested. So we're testing it over this weekend. And then it's going to be closed again. And then it'll be back open again. And then it'll be for beta. And then it'll be even cooler. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Insane visuals. Oh, watch this, you ready?
And so at last, it's time to rest on a grateful kingdom, the kingdom of Avalon. The town where everybody resides and enjoys their nights, their days filled with joy, and their lives filled with prosper. This will never be the end. This is HeroCraft.
Ta-da. Storyteller 10 out of 10. I try. I am looking forward to doing some reading streams though. I am going to be doing, as of like next week, I might do like one stream a week or so where I read some of the tale of Terralithia. Terralithia being where this character's originally from because it's all roleplay based. The only downside is there is no Perfect time of music too. Oh, trust me, this entire playlist is built around me doing storytelling. Every aspect of it, it's just 100% storytell, 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 storytell. Let's go into the cavern. Huh? Are you not the tavern? Oh, no, you're over here. The secondary tavern. Not the main entertainment district tavern. Let's go say hello to our friend. Hello there. Look at this. It's Snoot. Snoot the dog. Straight over here. Pull out our wallet. Looking to relax. Oh, is it? It's 5 copper. Okay, let's put that away. Let's go. I reckon we can get a digger's bitter. And a leprechaun. Thank you kindly, sir. No, not at all, King. It's really not easy to earn money. I mean, I think the premise of earning money on a server should be hard anyway. So I think the way that we've did it is we've made it so that earning money is hard, but it's not like you can just earn money through jobs, right? So you can get a job, like an actual day job, like me right now. Look, I'm a lumberjack. I have an axe. I go around and I chop trees. However, you can also do player-to-player stuff. Just like real life inflation. Exactly. The more money you have, the more easier it is to earn more money. Taxes, they exist as well. Especially when you get robbed. I mean, I didn't rob your wallet. Just be lucky I didn't rob your wallet. I left your wallet on purpose. Right, we need to go back to the mines. Back to the island. Whoa. He's eating pizza. Whoa. Oh, no, that's so much. Oh, your nose. Oh, a bit drunk there. Oh, my God. Oh. Somebody a tax collector? Someone can be a tax collector that works for... the kingdom. Why not? I guess you could class me as a tax collector. Consider me taxed. I swear, Henrik's a nice guy, you know. Henrik really is a nice guy. Can I swap the tool? Oh, so look at this as well. So you see, like, Ayo Shadows, how you doing, bro? You missed me talking about you, bro. I was talking about you saying how proud I was. It's okay. Listen, I just want to say, from everything that I've been watching, I'm proud of you, bro. Good job. You really held it up today. I was watching your stream the entire time. How does it work when the king is mainly authority? All taxes go to him, or is it elected president? The government system of the server depends on what the players decide. For real, thanks, bro. How was it, though? How was the stream today? All right, let's get some mining done. Lovely. Yeah, the players decide how the government system runs in the server. Let's just say explosive. I mean, I was watching it, but I mean, how is it for you? Because I was watching it. Also chaotic. Good shit, good shit. I forgot what day it was. I thought it was Saturday, so I didn't think I was streaming today. So I ordered pizza, and it arrived at 10 to 9. I'm sorry, chat. Shadow, so you joining onto HeroCraft? Aye. Are we going to get a return of Shardos, the content creating king? I said BRB and just never replied. Look, I got caught up with what I had to do. I know, I'm so sorry, Sky. I am very sorry. I had to explain the server to you as well. So I'm sorry that I didn't even do that. Calm, bro, need some sleep right now. That's fine. You're rude. You are rude as well. You are rude also. You got your face, you big disgrace, walking on us all over the place, saying we will. Why am I singing Queen? How's your day doing, Sky? How is Val Games? You know I can't reply to your messages. How do I hop into the server then? Super simple. Exclamation mark HeroCraft should be your better option to do. It's because the Queen just joined. That's okay. Princess, are you here? Princess is the Discord name, by the way, not a weird nickname. Download. Yeah, exactly. So just download that into CurseForge. Do you know how to use CurseForge, by the way? And the Queen, and we all know it. You tend to lose Royal Highness status when you don't show up for streams, but you know. Of course I do. There you go. If you use CurseForge, install that into CurseForge 1.18.2, and then you should all be good. So chat, this is the HeroCraft Alpha release. Okay? There's going to be a lot of bugs. I've been busy grinding Val and cleaning my house. Hun? What? Do I look like Tilla the Hun to you? Is that what this is? Impossible. Interrupted? Interrupt me. That's so much effort right now. I'm doing too much. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Is this final everything or still needs to add some stuff? Oh, this is alpha. This is the most bare bones the server's gonna look. There's going to be literally everything else is still to be added. This is nowhere near finished. This is the most empty it'll ever be. We spent just like 2 weeks on one day. Still a while, Sky. Still a little bit. Let me look at something. Oh no, I dropped pizza on me. Look at our friend Agnor. Agnor Gar Sheldamal. Can you bundle my goods? Give me bundle me goods. Bundle me goods. And we got 4. Drink water.
Drink water. Become moist.
Thank you. Allow me to hydrate. I haven't got a glass today, chat, because they need cleaning. So I'm drinking from the bottle. Drinking from the bottle. Oob. Oob. Body dishes. No, I had them all next to... It's not hard. I'm never... I don't slack with them. I just forgot because I was working all day. You have a coffee cup? Yeah, but it's got coffee in it. And the coffee's cold now. I drank the coffee earlier. Oh, wait, did it get enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we need 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, we need to still touch a bit more. We need to touch grass, chat. Welcome to HeroCraft, by the way, Sky. But we have moving blocks. I hate touching the grass. That's why I touch Minecraft grass. It's fine, don't worry. Revolutionary. We also have circles. Like, look, the trees are round. I've been outside in 2 months. I mean, that's... Maybe try. Okay? The outside is overrated, but not that much. There are still health benefits. You cannot mine this yet. When can I mine it then? Is there more rocks? Yeah, baby. Woo! Me up. We're gonna drink a leprechaun cider. Oh, you're getting sick, brother. That is nauseating. Did you give us 2? No, you give us 1. That's a shame. It doesn't actually give you luck. It gives us 1. It does actually only give us 1. That's upsetting. I was kind of hoping it'd be like, if we drank a potion from the leprechaun one, it might give us double the output. Or, well, at least, like, give us a chance to get double the output, if that makes sense. We can make that a thing, right? We got a cheeky 6k in Val. I'm crazy. I saw your picture that you sent me that you got the... I mean, 6k is not really that hard, is it? Just say it. 6k just means you didn't hit all your shots right. You know? 6k damage. If you hit them all if you got headshots, you'd have done better. More damage doesn't mean that you did better. Ouch. Well, that was nearly risky. Just been playing Minecraft. Isn't that the way that we go forward? Yeah, because Minecraft trees are round. You're not that special. What do you mean? Oh, I got launched? Oh, yeah, it got... No, it's not being launched. It's in alpha. So, like, this weekend, players can come on and test it, right? Have you ever played Val? Yes. I used to play it more than you do, darling. So yeah, you can join on for a little bit. How do I attach a cart to a horse? I figured that out. I can't tell you. How many people been on the server? I think about this bit about... oh, fam, I don't actually know. I'm gonna just make a random guess and say 20 total, maybe, so far. Then I should know what a 6k is. Well, maybe if you hit your shots, you might not need to get 6k. Maybe you'll just get direct hits. I see. It's only live for this weekend, though, Ibs. Background music's hard. Very Minecraft theme, though. Like medieval fantasy Minecraft. That's what I'm going for, baby. So we want to do. We want to make sure that it all goes smooth. Server limit before it starts to lag. I don't think we've hit a lag yet. A bundle of stone. Bundle my stone. Ooh, perfectly on. Yeah, I don't think we've hit a limit, or I don't even think we know where it is. No, oh my god, a 6k is 6 kills in 1 round. No, it's 6,000 damage. You should know by now. If you hit your shots, you wouldn't have had to need to get it. 6k means 6,000, so maybe if you played the game properly, you'd know what your 6k was. 6 kills in 1 round? What? Did 5 die? 1 get revived, and you killed the other one? It's not that hard. Especially when you're playing against bots. God. Back now? Hello, Cookie. Does that mean you are back now, or you will be back now? I'll just watch now. Just as a spectator. That's okay. Graphics and shader. Oof. Oof. Bro. Look, chat. This is the hardest part. You ready?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to HeroCraft. My name is Henrik Lefroy, and this is my tale. It all began long, long ago in the kingdom of Avalon. Henrik was an adventurer from heart, but a baker from soul. The whole highlights of why the city ran of how it ran was because you were there all along.
Hydrate! I got a hydrate. Thank you for letting me hydrate. Let me look out in the distance while I hydrate. Ooh. Can't wait to strangle you. Bet you can't. I'm a pain in the backside. Gives me Assassin's Creed vibes. Right here I can see it. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I'd say. I'm more down for that one. Right, we need to go find ourselves Need to go find a guy that can sell us or bundle our stone. Do. Are you the guy? Are you the guy? You're not the guy. Hey, do any of you guys know where I can find my friendings? Can you help me find somebody? Are you my friend I need to find? Nothing in here. No. Does anybody know who will bundle all of my ores? Not you. Do. There we go. These shaders, by the way, King. I wonder where I've heard this song for. Dum bum 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 bum. Boom 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 boom. Boom. I'm back now. Wagwan. I did say I bet you can't wait to strangle me because I'm a pain in your ass. That's the last thing I said. What I miss? Seagulls. What do you miss? I tried to join the server and it kicked me. It said you've been kicked because you don't have plasma installed, and then this. There's no plasma on the server. Plasma is no longer on the server. You are, I swear. Oh, Grandma Gears. What do you mean? Shut up. And then I tried to do this. I tried to click off. See, I did that, and then it swung and it killed Scott. So I had to play it off, and I had to loot his body and run away. Salisbury. Does anybody know where I can sell? Zine, have we got a place set up as well? Do we have it set up so somebody can sell my stone to yet, and my ores? Do we have him set up? He didn't see me. It is, though. Is it, though? Apparently it's not. It's not picking it up. Does the city still look as good without shaders? Do you want to find out? This is what the... It doesn't look bad, but it definitely looks like Minecraft. Still looks good. It still does look good, but it very much looks like Minecraft, right? Like, there's no sky. Just like there's none in my chat. See, the water's very blue. And then I just go back here. I would use shaders when I don't... Yep. I use shaders. See? It just does... There's nothing that you can say that won't justify this. I just tested. I can use VC in game. I'm using my push to talk button and it's not letting me. Yes, mine has a sales. The click thing is because you're in fact... Yeah, I know that bit. Have you played Supermarket Simulator yet? No, I don't like the fact that I can't name a supermarket. Right? Oh. I've got a sore arm from like doing this all the time and lifting it up. Let's go into our little, just while we wait, and then we'll go back to our, we'll sell it. Oh, is this him? Okay. I can restart the server and try to fix whatever's being weird. Hold on. Let me go dump all my stuff then. Up to you. I had a full restart MC to fix voice earlier. You had to full restart. Oh, you had to fully restart Minecraft itself. Whew, we made it. We just about made that. Okay, you can restart the server if you like. There's all of our wood. There's all of our wood. There's all of our bundles. That should be okay. Right, chat. Oh. Oh. I would also recommend doing it. Interesting to see. Huh? Oh, have you ever played Super Mario Bros? Yes, that's the it's not the only reason I've played. I also don't play simulator jobs. I couldn't get behind it. I just don't see the fun in them. Simulator, it's like stretch. Oh, for real though. Tyson, thank you. Oh. Oh, I love simulator games. Makes my autism tingle. I had a friend who used to they still do have autism. But yeah, I used to have a really cool friend called Georgia, and she'd always be talking about how her autism tingled. I was like, haha, you got the autism. Zine, are we doing a restart of the server, or because there's players on right now? Or am I just restarting Minecraft? That one is up to you. I don't mind doing a restart. Oh, don't fall in there. I caught the autism from your father. Oh, there we go. Restart happened. Zine. Right, let's go. Scott, if you tell me right now that the server has horse cart no work, horse cart do work. Horse cart, you don't know how to work. I know how horse cart work. You don't know how horse cart work. I just can't tell you because that's an out of character thing. So, you know, what's the fun in me telling you and breaking the server rules? Sky, by the way, one big thing to know about the server. There's a lot of rules. Not to, like, limit to what you can do. But it's a 100% roleplay server. So if you go on a server, you cannot once be like, oh, hi, oh, yeah, can I right click? Or I'm in my inventory. There's nothing like that. It's all going into your pockets. Horse cart no work. No, horse cart do work. Scott doesn't know. You can help me get onto it. Yes. No, he can get the cart. He just doesn't know how to attach it to the horse. And I'm telling you, it does work. He just doesn't know how to do it. It would be fun to figure out things as well in your opinion. So that's what I'm saying. That's what we were saying the other day. We are 3 people trying to figure out how carts work. And look, carts. Have you tried flexing a certain button muscle instead? It is really fun. The fact that, like, we don't tell anybody how to do anything. You've got to learn how to do everything on the server from scratch. Refresh. Right, server starting. So mad thinking of how the old HeroCraft was and seeing this one is crazy. And the fact is, it took us months and months and months. Like, I think we did, like, what, 4 months solid on the Adriftus HeroCraft server because it was all vanilla Minecraft. The second we introduced mods, you get this scenic beauty. Like an absolute beautiful server. And this has only took us 2 weeks to do. But to be fair, though, we have spent all day, every day for 2 weeks and 1 day just constantly grinding. Like waking up, showering, working, forgetting to eat, forgetting to poop, all of that stuff. It's just crazy tier worthy. Honestly, I have said too many times in my Discord server how proud I am about the people who played a part in making the server work, which being Zine, Drew, Droid, Reds, myself, all day, every day for 2 weeks. I'm happy to say that I was a part of the OG HeroCraft. You were. And the town, the main town building, the Maison, you know, is that because of you? And then you got really upset because I was like, it's a YouTube build. And I wasn't upset with it. I was just like, you just built a YouTube build. And then you got very upset and was like, no, I did not. I spent time out of my day and did it. I remember everything about the old HeroCraft server. It was amazing times. I miss it. I do miss it at times. But this is different gravy. This server, absolutely different gravy. You peed me off with that. I mean, no. I think Lana was the one that peed us off with it. Because Lana was the one that was like, they can't even build. It's a YouTube build. I was like, you know what? You're right. I think I let them influence my decisions too much back then. figured out what's breaking with the voice. Is it the actual voice part? You're going to tell me it's epic fights, aren't you? Let me start with it, please. No, I won't. It's okay. Don't worry. It's all stuff to do with the past anyway. Wait, is my Minecraft broke? Bonk. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. I thought it broke. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm here now. Welcome in, Zine. Welcome in, Zine. Ready? Say it with me. Damn it. Oh my god, damn it, AJ. What did AJ do? So is it still broke? Is that the thing? Is the alpha broken? Oh well, not even the alpha, but is voice broken? Which does break a lot of immersion if it is. So I'd rather not do the beta now if it is. Because should we work? But it randomly disconnect. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's why you guys have things. Chat, what's that bum bum noise that I keep hearing? It's happened the entire stream. Well, I just keep hearing bum bum. That's why you gotta test things. Exactly. Xena's my client crashed here. Can we install our protocol lib, which is breaking VC packets? You guys can't hear that? It's driving me insane. It's just randomly going bum bum. I'll cope. I'll cope. I'm gonna cope with it instead. Let's go. Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, it's broke. Don't hear it? Oh my god. Is it when someone says it's like, no, 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 it's just ready. Yeah. Maybe you go mad. I'm going mad, everybody. I'm going mad. This is upsetting. It's also, yeah, it's broke. Yeah, if you guys can see it like this as well. See? Right. Let's load up Minecraft again. Mad hearing the name Zine again. Because Zine's in the chat above you. Let's load up Minecraft again. Let's do it. Everyone say it with me now. Hi, Zine.
Hi, Zine. While we wait, let's do let's do a sing-along. Y'all ready? I love this. Now, the king and his men dream from her bed, bound her in her bonds. The sea be ours, and by the powers well we roam. Damn it. All hands hoist the colors high. Heave ho, thieves and beggars, never shall we die.
It's loaded. We're waiting. Oh, Minecraft loaded. Minecraft has indeed loaded, my friends. Also, hoist the sails. By the way, may I just say, poggy. I'm back. Yeah, tell them to stop suggesting bad things. How? What? Be fixed tomorrow with protocol and breaking things. Hey, at least you're important and valued. Everyone needs a Zine in their life. They do. Be more like Zine. I know, but we all need to make weary. Being more Zine is a blessing and a curse. Okay? Tell them stop suggesting bad things. Who? AJ or me? Or you? Or who? I'm eating pizza. Oh. What did I do? I swear, I just got here just like you. I'm enjoying life. I'm vibing. Look, I got pizza. Connect to my OBS, please. Connect to my OBS. Servers back up, everybody. Chat, what do we think of that, by the way? The bottom corner Spotify widget. What do you think? The thing that's like down here. I'm loving it. It's took me like what, 2 years to finally do it. Finally did it. Once I BRB, my boyfriend just got finished work and got you a Mackey's. Kind of poggies. How did you do that? Good morning, friend.
Hello. Need something, somewhere to go?
To the shipping yard to your left. The one with the boats being into the water and things. How be your day, friend?
Good. It's going good. And yours?
So far, I could not complain. I need to go grab myself my axe, give it a little wash, and get back to lumbering, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Wait, why do you need to wash it?
To get off some rust.
Okay. But rust with water is, I think, should
Yeah,
help.
just here'll be great, friend. Oh, be careful how far you go. You might end up falling in the water yourself. Ooh. Thank you kindly. Until next time, my friend.
See you. Have fun.
Oh, it's amazing. I'm head out. Hello, head out. I'm Dad. Ayo, King. It's nice seeing you there, bro. Have an amazing night, dude. Got a bounce? That's fine. Watch this. You ready? Secret tunnels. Take my phone. Stone, 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 stone. All of that's wheat. Yep, stone. I'll take you. I'll take you. Nice. Hippity hoppity. The king has left your property. Later, King. Have an amazing night, dude. If you can lurk, drop a lurk. If you can't, I appreciate you anyway, dude. Have an amazing night. Thanks for showing up and showing out. Later, dude. Alright, the wood's still there. We've got all of our extra stuff in here. Wooden planks, that's all good. Nope. Oh, that was a close one. Okay, how do I swim here? Okay. Okay, cool. Oh, we've run out of... That's why. Also, Cookie, you said that... I saw your message before, I just remembered what it... Even though the bugs hero... Okay, even with the bugs, HeroCraft is still becoming a hyperfixation, and I love that. Thank you so much. Honestly, it already has been our hyperfixations, but to see other players are also enjoying it, and even though they can see past the bugs because they're like, it's really good. Dream come true. Think about it when it's finished. Like, think about it when it's 1.0 and the adventure world and everything's out. That's when shit's gonna get real serious. Right, who is the guy? What the? Why could I just hear a... dum, 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 dum. I heard a chicken lay an egg.
Oh god.
My friending, I seem to be possessed.
Yes. I think we need to leave him alone. Maybe you report him to the guards?
He was definitely cursed. You saw nothing, friend.
Oh yeah, I'm blind to be honest.
Yeah, that's what I know. Zine, you can capture easy NPCs, put them into a cart, destroy the cart, and make the easy NPC fly. Right, let's go back to the mines. It's so aesthetic to look at, chat. I wish I could find a guy to sell my stone to, otherwise I'm just going to end up hoarding stone. Where are you? Isn't this just what you wanted, chat? Hightail before Hightail's out. By the way, I'm still here. I'm just lurking right now. That's so funny, Shadows. The second I start thinking about you, you come back into chat. I was thinking about you because in my head I was thinking, Shadows made some really good content yesterday. You did. You made some insane... Not signed in? Oh, because it's nighttime. You get signed out to your job at night. Agnor, sign me in, friend. Thank you. I think it signs you out proximity-based, which that would also be cool, I guess. There we go. Let's mine a little. Scared the life out of me. Oh, this is all it is, really. Just for now, is like, it's just the simplicity of just living. Collect your money, get a house. I can't believe that Cookie's got a house, by the way. Shadows. To me, that is the funniest stuff. And I wish you were there just before the end of the pre, because you'd have seen what Cookie had everybody rooting for her. That was the fun part. Is that a... I'm holding back tears. I always forget about this one block. Yeah, cause you had the chat going for you. Everybody wanted you to get a house. Also, Avalon landlord lady. You can be the big landlord lady that rents the house out to people as a hotel. What about a hotel? Oh, you get me, Mackie? I'm so happy. With that McNugget sauce. Szechuan dipping sauce from Rick and Morty. Oh. What are we missing? I'm back now, by the way. I guessed Sky. Oh, chat, imagine getting a house and... Imagine getting a house in a server and just becoming a hotel. Letting people stay overnight, giving them food and stuff. 25 copper. Oh, Sky, you're gonna see what you're gonna get stuck doing, Ola. You're gonna run an inn? Sky's in. Are you sure you're not gonna just do this? It's spinny. There's lots of the things that do that. Like, look. You spin my head right around, like a record, baby. We hear that voice chat, you need to run. Yeah. See, there's loads of them. A little Nordic lockbox. You didn't see it. Can be too well. I tried to, Sky. I tried to know you. I tried to know you enough to know that when Henrik Lafroy comes around, why you interrupted? Tommy! I'm into grannies, Tommy. Why are you interrupted? That was a bit... How can you not know the Queen too well? Who knows? Maybe the Queen disappearing for about a year might make the peasants forget who they are. Can I just please... Can I please just... Can I please... I'm paraplegic. Stop. You can make an Airbnb. Cookie, you could definitely make an Airbnb. What could it be? C and B. B and C. So it's A, B, C. It's the the bed, and the seaside. A, B, C. I was getting with my mum and dad's separation and with an EBF. Being a bit preoccupied. See, that's what happens when you leave your peasants behind. Sorry. You gotta save up for the house then, Sky. You know? Can I... Can't. Okay, just checking. I'm just checking, bro. Don't worry, I'm just checking. And not build one? No. There's no building on this server, Sky. It's a roleplay server. We wouldn't give players the chance to build. Wait until you figured that one out. Wait till you find out there's no crafting either. Look. See? Can't craft anything. Except if you do that bug, then I know how to do it. Zine, I figured out how to do the bug 100%. I might die now. I know, right? Is that all that we can do from here? Because we now have 2 buttons. There you go. And so you're always on that. Zine, I broke the game. Yeah, well, I'm meant to be breaking the game here, okay? Can I do it like this? Stone but oh, because they're not flagged. You ready? Watch this. Hey, yo, Death, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome, Sin. Welcome into the stream. Hope you're having a good day, dude. I see that you are, yeah, you're also on. Welcome, Sin, bro. How you doing today, dude? I broke it too. Hey, yo, let's freaking go, bro. What did you break? I 100% broke that you can craft. I did it. I did it, Jackie. I did it. What if I... So many shadows? Yeah, there's a shadow, and a shadow sky. Well, I don't know if you're a shadow sky or a shadows guy. Welcome to the forge. Full iron armor. Oh, yeah. Did you by any chance get it from the Guard's Keep? I'm queen, duh. Nuh-uh. Maybe, yeah, because I noticed that there was one missing, bro. Okay. Hello there. Have you met my brother? He's at the forge working on a new blade. Chat, I'm gonna have to sit back and turn the camera off for a minute. My back is starting to become an issue. Because I'm old. I mean, I can turn it back on. But just realize, like, I'm sitting down here. Also, a lot of free food? Really? Let me see. You're pushing 30 now, aren't you? Shut the freaking hell up. No, I'm not. I'm gonna put my feet on my reclining option. I'm gonna sit back now, and you guys are gonna have to see me down here. I haven't got a back support for this thing yet. Not you. I can't get you. Even the gate is closed. You can just open the door and out to the left and get in. Oh Lord, that's kind of funny though, to be honest. All the free food's kind of a funny one. I like that we fixed the you've got to eat. We've made it so you have to eat, I think, 3 times a day now. Also, you can get into any of the barrels and store all of your items in it. Just as long as, like, if you put it in there knowing that somebody can just run up and steal it. But you can also use all of the barrels to, like, hide all your stuff in. Maybe if just, like, maybe if somebody puts, like, a hidden barrel over here. Sky, I'm 26. That is not pushing 30. Bum, ba, da-dum, bum. Ooh. Thank you. I got some mead bottles. Friggin' ads. Friggin' bats. Can I add it to this? Thank you. I'll take them. I wonder if Zine's noticed that I've broken the food, this bit as well. Can I grab the boom? The flower thing is open. Well, that's another thing. Found a lot of bugs in one section. Yeah, let's go. Ooh.
Hey, what's up, man?
Good morning, Stephen. How be you, my friend?
I'm doing okay. Just trying to drum up a little bit of business. You know how it is. How's your day going?
I've got a little gift for you.
You got a gift for me?
I'll place it inside your lockbox.
I appreciate it.
Have some mead on me, my friend.
Oh, heck yeah, this is awesome. I've been feeling a little parched. Here, you know what? You know what? I got you. Here, check this out.
Ooh. I tell you,
Here,
I've
have
been...
some food on me.
I've been looking forward to some eggs. Maybe someday soon you can think about putting the eggs and the bread together.
I hope that one day I am a skilled enough chef to do that. But for now, you're just gonna have to eat them separate. I'm sorry.
Oh, my friend, don't worry about it. Sometimes I like putting my hands... Hello. Sometimes I like putting my hands into the egg yolks.
Yes, and then lick them off your fingers.
Oh,
man.
It tastes so good. Hello, my friend.
I think... Can you please get off my house?
He does not jump as high as I like. Farewell, friends.
Bye.
Wait, is that... Oh my god. Is that Indestructoid? Is that Irie? The one, the only. That's Steven. Yeah. Yeah, Droid plays a character called Steven. That's me yawning, by the way. Do 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 do. Noted. Been a long time since I heard that voice or that name. See, Scott, you ready? Yo, Mirage, how you doing? Welcome, Sin. Let me sit up. I've had a little bit of, I'm getting a bit of a sore back, so I was sitting down, relaxing and all. How you doing, Mirage? Welcome, Sin. How you doing? But Sky, check this out. Look, you got circles in Minecraft that move. Such an amazing server. Absolute amazing server. I'm gonna be sitting watching that for hours. Honestly, people do. If that's the selling point though as well, watch this. Vibing on the outside, screaming on the inside. I respect that, Mirage. Isn't that what your whole name means? Just a Mirage in general? I feel you. Yeah, exactly. I hope I can make you scream on the outside and vibe on the inside. But you feel amazing, you know? I have no idea where that went, and that nearly killed me doing that. Is there a way that I can... I can't do it to this one. Never mind. Oh, I need to yawn after doing that. Oh. Oh, that was... Yeah. I'm awake, chat. Can I take you to dinner first, Mirage? Stop it. Stop it. Fair. You know, how about... Look. I've got some eggs. I've got some cooked chicken, and I've got bread. Chicken and egg sandwich. What's saying you in your defense? I'll tell you what, I'll throw in a bundle of stone as well. There's some cranes I want to show Sky. Oh, I know where they are. I know where they are. I know where they are. Shut up. Let's eat our eggs. Do 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 do. Such a vibe. A boo. These ones. Now, Sky, watch this. You see them? It's actually sick? Yeah. Uh-huh. As well, look in the distance. Look at them. I will go on HeroCraft before bed. See, Cookie, and that's why we love you. Because you are a dedicated part of the country. Is that a water wheel? It is. It's a functioning water wheel. If the rocks have any sparklies in them, you may have consideration. I'm going to stay here for 5 minutes. Everybody watching right now, consideration following, and I promise I'll move my eyes again before they dry out. Never mind, that's hurting my eyes. Oh. Stop, I love water wheels. Yeah, there's some cool water wheels in here. Raj, I hope you're having a good day, though. I appreciate you coming by and vibing out with us. Okay, let me take you over to the functioning water wheels guy. Oh, I mean, we can also do that on this one. Oh. Sky, did I say that there was one? I meant there was two. Mirage, thank you for the follow, bro. Welcome to this internet. Formally, my name is Drenched HD. You can call me whatever you like. Enjoy yourself, dude. Sin, I'm hopping out for tonight. I don't feel that well. I'm going to train in the morning. Don't worry about it, bro. I appreciate you, man. Have an amazing night. Scott, it was a pleasure seeing you as always, dude. Until tomorrow, I hope you're feeling better. Hope you enjoy training. I'll see you soon, dude. Adios. Yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff in here, Sky. A lot of cool stuff. He loves it. Just don't call me father. That's rights reserved. This is one area that I made. My arms are so dead from training the other day. Keep my Simpsons. I can't brain today. Oh, trust me, it's fine. I don't think anybody here can brain today. Welcome to the forge. Tell me, what's it like up there these days? I heard there are sweet rolls on sale at the bakery. Nice. Good night, everyone. Bye. See you later, Scott. Have an amazing night, dude. You little ginger boy. Sign in. You can't work here right now. Oh, I'm signed in. That's why I'm signed in at the other place. Buy a hammer. Can you guys tell that I'm tired today? Is somebody like... Is he actually talking in here? My guy, give up trying to sublet your apartment. You've been promoting it now for 4 months. Ain't nobody gonna be subletting your apartment. You're also 19. Nobody trusts a 19-year-old who sublets. Are you Angor Mal, my friend? Angor Mal Folgrip. Oh, hello there. Have you met my brother? He's at the forge working on a new blade. Have a good rest of your stream. I shall enjoy. It's going to be fun, hunky-dory, sicky-dory. Can I get... Ah, I can't get out of that one. I have to go through this one. In one way and out of the next, you know. What a vibe. Hello, everybody. My name is Henrik Lefroy. One place I should take you guys is the tavern. If you think the vibes are good here. Where to see that? Wait, what was the caption? Wait, did it... I asked everybody, did I update the stream title? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, did I enable actual captions? I tried, added them, and they didn't work. So, Mirage, if they work, that's freaking funny. Like, Trauma Subway. Welcome, everybody. My name is Trauma Subway. For some reason, I was like, why can't I run? It's because anything you need to eat so often on this server now, and it's great. Otherwise, you literally can't do anything. Okay, now I forget. Is it this way? I think it's this way. Oh, with an accent. Listen, I'm very northern from the UK.
CookieMoki_X just subscribed.
Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. Hey yo, Cookie, thank you so much for the team one. I appreciate it. Thank you. Are they cockroaches? I'll have whatever they're having. It's a cockroach mariachi band. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Right, let me work on this. You guys enjoy that. Let me just reply to this importance. Da ba da ba da ba da ba. Welcome to the tavern. So cockroaches make me sick. But what? The mariachi band people? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, the shopkeeper's not good. Oh, such an amazing group. Guys, you can hire them for your birthday. If you'd like, you can hire them. They are all good. Chat, just think of like all of the shady group meetings that's going to happen around here. Right? And the thing is, nobody's explored everywhere in the city yet. I guarantee you nobody's checked everywhere. I know that because I built most of it. I built this place as well. This place, somewhere that I like. This is Henrik's Keep in my eyes. Do it better. Can I access all these still? Oh, I can. What if I make this Henrik's Keep? What if we store all of our... Ouch. What if we store all of our items there? Da -ba -da -ba -da -ba -da. The only thing you can say is... do it better. That's what we do. We do it better. Just another way that we do it better. Papa John's. And as well, so Zine always has a problem with like the way that I have my GUI because of how big it is on the bottom of the screen. However, I'm just saying GUI scale 4 right now with the FOV of 50, it feels like a third person game. You know, it really does give, it gives, this game was meant to be in third person. Just another way that we do it better. Papa John's. Why do they not have helmets? Can I take? Okay. Chat, I am now a Valorant. I am a knight. What you saying your defense? My name be Henrik Lefroy. First of the guards. I always wanted to be a guard, mama. I always wanted to be a guard. If I just climb over, is there a way? Like when you play... No, he stole my chick. Why you... That's cannibalistic. Where'd you go? That's cannibalistic. Where'd it... Give it back. Huh? What? Ouch, 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 ouch. Come back. Uh-huh. I'm gonna eat. Well, you still... Time for vibe. Just listen to the music. BRB? Okay. It seems Stephen ain't here today, my friends. What a Valorant man he be. It's a shame he ain't present at the time that we need. Well, chat. I guess the best thing I can say, everybody, is that today might not be the last day that we see our friends. Right, my friends. We're going to go find our good friend, Astari, okay? They're playing a game called Among Us. However, there's much to do and too little time to do it. So go say hello. I'm going to be working effortlessly over the course of this weekend. Chat again. Just look how aesthetic it looks. I might see how about going live tomorrow. If not, I'll be inside Discord and we'll be doing Discord sessions, playing on the server, seeing how things are going. So that, you know, we can teach people things. Teach them how to be better on the server, how to roleplay better. Until everything, chat, at least expect the stream next time being Monday. If not, I'll see you tomorrow possibly. Who knows? We might even have a story mode where we'll start reading off some pages from Terra Lithia. Until then, chat, it's been a pleasure talking to you and being with you. Have an amazing weekend. I've been Sin. You've been Nuts. I'll see you all in the next one. Turn those lights off, shall we? And I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Have an amazing night, Cookie.